Your next time cue will come with 2 minutes until airtime on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Stations, if you encounter any technical issues related to this Georgia show broadcast, please call our trouble hotline at 336-831-0861. Mark 2 minutes until airtime for this basketball game broadcast. Your next time cue will come with 1 minute until airtime for this basketball game broadcast. Stations, we are coming up on 1 minute until airtime. 1 minute in 5, 4, 3, 2, mark. 1 minute, stations. 1 minute until airtime for this basketball game broadcast. Studio producers, when you hear touchdown, please start your archive recording. Coming up on 30 seconds until airtime, mark 30 seconds. Your next and final time cue will be with 15 seconds until airtime. Touchdown! Studios, start your archive recording. Coming up on 15 seconds until airtime, mark 15 seconds, stations. Have fun.
The following is a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Commit to the G.
Dog Nation, please welcome the 23rd head men's basketball coach in Georgia history, Mike White. It is going to happen here at Georgia.
Oh, that's Jabri Abdur-Rahim from the right corner. Pick up backdoor feed on the bounce back from Window with a two-handed dunk.
This is Georgia basketball.
Georgia will win it. How about them dogs?
On the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, this is Georgia basketball. Brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Georgia Farm Bureau, always the home team. And by Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont empowers Georgians by changing healthcare, making it better, more simplified, and easier to access. Real change lives here. This is the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now to Courtside, along with Chuck Dowdle. Here's the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another afternoon of Georgia Bulldogs basketball back inside sold-out Stegman Coliseum in Athens today for this contest between the 13-5 Bulldogs and the 9-9 Vanderbilt Commodores. Georgia's been one of the surprise teams in the league so far this season, and on Wednesday night, Kentucky may have been surprised for one half, but in the second half, All-American Oscar Tshiebwe went to work, and Kentucky did what it has done 93% of the time in Lexington, and that's beat Georgia. The Dogs fell to 3-2 in the league. Meanwhile, Vanderbilt, once again without valuable 7-footer Liam Robbins today, the Commodores' leading scorer and rebounder. He's on the shelf 4 to 6 weeks with an ankle injury. The Commodores lost to top 5 Alabama without him on Tuesday, and Vanderbilt is 2-3 in the league. The Commodores beat the Dogs 3 times last year, including a season-ending blowout loss for Georgia in the SEC tournament in Tampa. But the rosters look vastly different this time around, and the Bulldogs like their chances on their home floor today, where the Dogs are 10-0 this season. A Saturday matinee in Athens, GA. Georgia and Vanderbilt are on the way. And this is the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Courtside Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Our producer-engineer is the Road Dog, Adam Gillespie. Luke Nadkarni is producer and host in our network studio. And Chuck Dowdle is not a Commodore, maybe a skipper. So Skipper Chuck will give us some knowledge next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting the state of Georgia. No one knows Georgia like we do because no one covers the state like we do. Georgia families are our only focus, and we have offices in just about every county of the state. You can call it our home field advantage. No matter where you are in Georgia, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is always the home team.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Hey, you're the guy with Kevin the fire-breathing goat.
Yeah?
I'm playing Keno right now. Like you say, you pick 10 numbers, Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
Looks like your numbers are matching.
No way! Well, that was easy.
And there's another game in about 3 minutes.
Hey, little goat, you want to help me fill out my play slip for the next one?
No paper. That's why he plays on his phone.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Playing Keno. Play responsibly.
Back here on the Bulldogs Courtside Show, brought to you by Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. It is Georgia and Vanderbilt today here in Athens. Sold out Stegman Coliseum. Chuck Dowdle. Skipper Chuck is here. And
you know what? Let's explain. Anybody that ever grew up in Miami, they remember Skipper Chuck. He was like Officer Don in Atlanta. He hosted the little kids show every day on television.
Well, that's you.
That was me.
That's you.
No, it wasn't me, but Skipper Chuck was a legend down there.
Well, you did the quiz show at WSB.
The High Q.
That's right.
That was for the older kids.
Okay. All right. Well, give us some older kids' knowledge on this matchup today, Georgia and Vanderbilt.
I just want to talk a little bit about Georgia today. And listen, you mentioned in your open, Georgia's been one of the surprise teams in the conference, and I think you could make a strong argument that they have been the surprise team in the conference, seeing as how pre-conference they were picked next to last out of a 14-team league, and here they are sitting in about 4th or 5th place right now, and you've got Vanderbilt here today and an opportunity to win a 4th game in the conference. We're 2 games away from being we're 4 games away from being midway through the conference schedule. We're 3-2 right now.
Yes.
And so that's 5. We got to get to 9. And we got a game here today against these guys that we could win. And then next Saturday we've got South Carolina here, another game we could win. And so you're talking about having 5 wins in those first 9 games. And you do the same thing in the second half of that schedule. You got 10 wins. You go 10-8 in the conference. That's putting you in big dance territory.
I want to see how our guys react after that second half against Kentucky on Wednesday.
I agree. Look, they know they didn't do what they needed to do. And you know what Coach White said to his credit? He said he and the staff, they didn't do the job they needed to do. But I think everybody is refocused and set on winning this game here today. They want to keep this home court defended.
That Kentucky game was on Tuesday. We didn't get home until Wednesday.
And late Wednesday.
That's what's confusing me. Yeah. All right, it's Georgia and Vanderbilt coming up. And Dog fans, make sure you check out the official Georgia basketball digital game program each game day at georgiadogs.com/digital. Coming up next in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, Luke Nadkarni. One SEC game is already underway. Lots more to come today. He's got the full schedule for us next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Georgia fans, college basketball is back, so grab your friends in a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game. Whether you're at the bar with fellow dogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Dogs! Dos Equis, proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The all-electric BMW iX M60. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Sustainably crafted, sporty, and equipped with a complete suite of intuitive technology, all with a range of up to 280 miles. With iconic BMW M handling and exquisite attention to detail, the BMW iX M60 is electricity in its ultimate form. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Get ready for tip-off at the UGA Bookstore, featuring the best Bulldogs gifts and apparel. Shop all the great brands at the UGA Bookstore like Nike, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, and Southern Tide. The UGA Bookstore is the exclusive home of the UGA 10 collection by Peter Millar. The UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Shop online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. The UGA Bookstore, it's where dogs shop.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Bulldog Courtside Show. Now, scores and highlights from around college basketball. Let's go inside the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's Luke Nadkarni.
Georgia and Vanderbilt tipping just after the top of the hour at 1 o'clock. One other SEC game in action here on this busy Saturday.
Bounce pass low to Allen. Spins in the paint, goes up left-handed shot, good, and he got the foul. Boy, he just hung in there. He was patient, wasn't he, Mark?
Yeah, he waited and waited and waited.
David Kellum on the call from Learfield. 3:17 to play. First half from Fayetteville. Ole Miss on top of 25th-ranked Arkansas, 25-24. We'll take a look at the full schedule, highlights, and scores at halftime from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. But right now, we'll take a timeout and talk to head coach Mike White on the other side. This is the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Courtside Show on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Game day is full of ifs. Like if Georgia can take home another national championship title. Who knows? But if you want the most convenient way to pay in Athens, get the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card. Tap to pay contactless card technology and Locket card controls give you what you need on game day or any day. To order your card, visit regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
No matter your favorite game day traditions, it all starts with a cup of coffee to get you ready to cheer on a Bulldogs win. Community Coffee is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs, serving Bulldog Nation with rich and smooth blends crafted right here in the USA. We've supported and celebrated thriving communities like the UGA family for over 100 years, and we believe there's no better day than game day for bringing people together. Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
We are getting closer to tip-off. Time now for a visit with the Dogs head coach, Mike White. With the coach, here's Scott Howard.
Back here in Athens, Stegman Coliseum, Georgia and Vanderbilt coming up today. Coach Mike White is here. We got a sellout crowd, Coach. It should be a lot of fun today.
Let's go, man. Let's wake up. It's an early one, and we got to get our juices flowing. A lot of times in these early games, it's about the first 4 minutes. Who's throwing the first punch and who's counter-punching.
What did you learn about your guys in the Kentucky game? Had a really good first half, not so much in the second half. A lot of Oscar Sheboy for those guys, and he's obviously a terrific player. But what did you learn about your guys?
I learned that we continue to gain a little bit of mojo offensively in our backcourt. Our front court left a lot to be desired with physicality, and I've credited our guys and this team with physical toughness all year. We took a couple steps backward. Maybe we're not quite as physical as I thought. That said, it's easier said than done against Oscar and a Kentucky team on the road with 20,000 screaming for them. Yeah. But we got to match Vandy's intensity on the glass. We've got to be better than that, just point blank.
They've got a couple of bigs out today, Robbins and Dort. How does that change what you expect them to do?
They play 4 really physical bigs. 2 are out, 2 are left. Malora Brown's as physical as anyone in the league. Probably not quite as good as Robbins. You know, Robbins has had an all-league type year so far to this point. But regardless of who's out there, I don't care if it was Oscar again. It's more about us and our mentality and our approach. So hopefully we'll respond correctly to film, to lectures, to our guys getting on one another. Yesterday we were pretty good. 2 days ago, after watching the film, we were really sharp and we were really physical. Hopefully that carries over today.
Is there somebody on our roster that you want to really see get going that maybe has kind of been in, flatlining a little bit?
Yeah, Braylon, and he knows that, and his teammates know that, and they've challenged him. We've all challenged him. He's when he's playing well, he's one of the better bigs in our league, and we're going to call his number offensively, but he can't hang his hat on, okay, I had a good game because I had 12 points. No, he's got to rim run for us. He's got to steal drives. He's got to duck in. He's got to draw fouls. He's got to demand doubles. He's got to score it. And then defensively, he's got to fight for early post position. He's got to defend the glass. We got to contest. We got to block out. It's not just all about him, though. M.A. Moncrief struggled in his last one. He's one of the most competitive guys on our team, top probably 3. And he goes and gets 1 offensive rebound. And, this is stuff that it's not his fault. It's not Braylon's fault. It's my fault. It's our fault. And we're all in this thing together. But collectively up front, we've got to be a lot more competitive than that.
What are your thoughts about Georgia's guard play?
Getting better and better. Assist turnover ratio needs to continue to improve. Shot selection was just okay the other day. Took 4 or 5 hard ones, did Terry, but he also did some really, really good things. Played at times like an all-SEC guard. So he's got to continue to improve and take what we give him in terms of this. This is the next step. Leadership, shot selection, ball security. Kerry Oquendo has got to do it all the time, with intensity and confidence. He can't continue to pick his spots. If he's going to reach his potential, max out, he's got to be an all-the-time guy because we believe in him. He's a really talented guy.
Mike, thanks for your time as always. Good opportunity for the Dogs today. Good luck.
That's right. Thank you, Scott.
All right, that's Coach Mike White, Georgia and Vanderbilt coming up here today in Athens. We'll give you the lineups right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Piedmont is passionate about Georgia, about each and every person that make this state incredible. From farmers to creators, manufacturers to teachers, to the dedicated staff walking our hallways. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare, to empower you through tools that make it easy to book in minutes, check in before you walk in, and have your health information all in one place. Visit Piedmont.org. Piedmont, real change lives here.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting the state of Georgia. No one knows Georgia like we do because no one covers the state like we do. Georgia families are our only focus, and we have offices in just about every county of the state. You can call it our home field advantage. No matter where you are in Georgia, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is always the home team.
Commit to the G.
Dog Nation, please welcome the 23rd head men's basketball coach in Georgia history, Mike White. It is going to happen here at Georgia.
Oh, that's Jabri Abdur-Rahim from the right corner. Pick a backdoor feed on the bounce pass. Window with a two-handed dunk.
This is Georgia basketball.
Georgia will win it. How about them Dogs?
The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Dogs basketball. Georgia basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont empowers Georgians by changing healthcare, making it better, more simplified, and easier to access. Real change lives here. Now, alongside Chuck Dowdle, let's go courtside and join the voice of the Bulldogs, Scott Howard.
Georgia and Vanderbilt coming up in a matter of moments. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for Georgia, 13-5 on the year, 3-2 in the league. Coach Mike White will send Terry Roberts to the floor to start this ball game, a 6'3 senior guard from North Amityville, New York, transfer from Bradley. Cario Oquendo, a 6'4 junior guard from Titusville, Florida. M.A. Moncrief, a 6'8 junior forward from Toronto, Canada, along with Braylon Bridges, a 6'11 fifth-year player from Atlanta, and Mardrez McBride rounds out the starting five, a 6'2 fifth-year player, transfer from North Texas. He is from Augusta, Georgia. For the Vanderbilt Commodores, led by Jerry Stackhouse in his fourth season as head coach, a record of 9-9, 2-3 in the league. He will send Tyron Lawrence, 6'4 junior from Monticello, Georgia, to the floor today, along with Miles Studi, a 6'7 junior from Washington, D.C., Jordan Wright, a 6'6 senior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Paul Lewis, a 6'2 freshman guard, gets his second start of the season. He's from Woodbridge, Virginia. And the big man in the middle, Quentin Melora Brown, 6'10 fifth-year player, transfer from Rice. He is from Lorton, Virginia. Those are the lineups. Tip-off is next. Georgia and Vanderbilt on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy.
Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
College sports is full of great trash talkers. But what speaks louder than a verbal smackdown are stats. So we'll let Ford F-Series speak for itself. Like advanced capabilities, intelligent towing, smart technology, and 45 years as America's best-selling truck. That's Ford F-Series. Custom order your 2023 F-150 at your local Ford dealer, a proud supporter of college athletics. Some models, trims, and features may not be available based on 1977 to 2021 CY total sales.
Starting lineups being announced here inside sold-out Stegman Coliseum. It's time for our keys to the game, driven by Ford F-150. Check out Ford F-150, the official truck of the national champion Georgia Bulldogs at your local Ford dealer. Here's Chuck Dowdle with our keys to the game. Chuck.
Scott, first thing we want to do is we want to slow the pace. Vandy, they want to get out and run and shoot. We want to make them play the slower game. We want to make them play a game in the high 50s, low 60s. We do that, we win. Secondly, when they do get out and run, we have got to concentrate on our transition defense and get back in a hurry. So make sure if they get a rebound and they get it out on the lane, get it out on the wing and start up the floor, that we get back in a hurry. And finally, we got a sellout crowd here today. They need to do their part. When the Stag is rocking, it's as intimidating as any arena in this conference. Let's stretch this home win streak to 11-0. Let's do it now.
All right, when the Stag is rocking, don't come a-knocking. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldog Sports Network. Officials today, Terry Oglesby, Byron Jarrett, and Will Howard. No relation. Our opening tip is brought to you by Northside Hospital, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal, with expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more. You can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Scott, have you seen that suit that Jerry Stackhouse is wearing? That is a nice. I think that suit costs more than my car, and I got a nice car.
Well, yeah, yes, you do.
Yeah, look at that. That suit that he's wearing today. That did not come off the rack. I'm
No.
telling you that now.
No, well, former NBA player and concerned about his style and his appearance. Yeah,
Wow.
he's a very natty dresser. Woo! Georgia in white, Vanderbilt in black. Here's the toss and the tip, and Moncrief wins the tap, but slaps it in backcourt out of bounds, and Terry Roberts couldn't chase it down on the far side of the floor. So Vanderbilt will have first touch. They'll inbound on the far sideline in front court as we get underway here in Athens this afternoon. This will be Jordan Wright, the 6'6 senior from Baton Rouge, to inbound it. to Paul Lewis, the freshman, getting his second start of the season. Commodores with a couple of key injuries today. Here's Lewis. His shot blocked on the two-point jumper by Terry Roberts, and he just snatches it out of the air.
Yeah, he blocked it and then took it out of the air.
Oquendo for three for the Dogs. Off the rim, no good. Quentin Malora-Brown, the 6'10", fifth-year player, rebounds for the Commodores. They're down two big men today. Lee Dort, a 6'10", 255-pound freshman. And their leading scorer and rebounder, and Liam Robbins, a 7-footer. Both of those guys are out for the Commodores today. Wright backs it up on the left side of the floor, works against Braylon Bridges. Under the basket, yep. And he traveled, trying to slam on the brakes and reverse pivot under the basket. Well, it's called for traveling, and they turn it over.
I think he realized he was about to step out of bounds, too, so he did a couple little short shuffle steps there, trying to prevent going out of bounds.
Bridges did a nice job forcing him to the baseline. Commodores turn it over. We're scoreless. First 50 seconds of the game. Georgia basketball for the second time. Terry Roberts around a screen from Bridges to the foul line. Underhands it back to Moncrief. He dribbles into the paint, right side. Bumps against his man. Miles Studi, the 6'7" forward, called for a foul. First foul on the Commodores. And two shots coming for the Dogs. Clock's very early, 18:58. Here in half number one, and Moncrief goes to the line for the Dogs, looking for the first points of the game.
M.A. has a habit when he turns his back posts up. When he's dribbling the ball, he dribbles it real high, and that's going to cause him. So he's got to learn to, if he's got to dribble the ball and move to make his move, he needs to get that dribble down lower,
so you can control it better, or prevent it from being stolen anyway.
Yeah.
Moncrief does what he's supposed to do, and he knocks down two free throws, and the Dogs are on the board first, 2-0. Commodores basketball, they work in the right end of the floor. They're all in black. Georgia in their home whites today. Right out of the corner, next to the Georgia bench, dribbles right edge of the paint, and tripped and stumbled. Runs into Cario Oquendo, who got called for the foul. They just got their legs tangled up, but Cario called for the foul. First on the Dogs. Commodores will get 20 on the shot clock and inbound on the right baseline. Tyron Lawrence lobs it in, cross court. Lawrence from Monticello, Georgia. Commodores, a 6'4" junior. Keep it out on the perimeter. Lewis, quick feed to Lawrence on the right wing, back top of the key.
Good job, Dogs.
Dogs in a zone defense. Straight away, they force Lewis to take a three, and he drains a long straightaway three. Paul Lewis with the first points for the Commodores, and they lead it 3-2.
Well, I got to tell you, Dogs did a good job defensively. He didn't get that shot off till about 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Lewis tight guarding on Roberts now, and a man-to-man. Bridges has it above the three-point line on the left side of the floor. Feed it into Oquendo, and he's bumped going down the right edge of the lane by Jordan Wright. A foul is called.
He'll shoot two.
And Cario to the line now for free throws. 6'4" junior from Titusville, Florida. Junior college transfer from Florida Southwestern State in his second season in Athens. Free throw number one for the 76% free throw shooter is up and in. Dogs tie it at 3. And Cario, one more right-handed shooter, going to roll it in there good.
That's okay. We're starting 4-0 at the line, and that's where we kind of staggered against Kentucky late in that game, was at the free throw line after getting off to a good start. This time, let's keep it going whole game.
Dogs at 74% for the year at the line, one of the better teams in the league. Jumper from the left side by the Commodores rolls off the rim. Moncrief rips down the rebound with two hands for Georgia. Dogs ball, front court left. Roberts attacks, penetrates. He faked the pass into the corner, kept it and drove. And Vanderbilt going to strip it out of his hands once he jumped in the air. It's going to be Dogs ball on the right baseline. 19 on the shot clock, 17:37. Game clock here just underway. 4-3 Georgia lead, and the Dogs with the ball. Bridges into the paint, works against Malora-Brown, misses the jumper. Moncrief, offensive rebound, and the putback is good from the right side of the iron.
Well, M.A. was in the perfect position to either get a rebound, but when he missed everything, it went right to him. He just didn't laid it up.
6-3 Georgia. Commodores basketball. Right, floater from the left side, won't go off the rim. Rebound to the Dogs. Oquendo has it, sprinting and weaving down the middle of the floor, reaches and stretches, misses the running layup, and Commodores try to save it.
They threw it off themselves.
Falling down out of bounds was Paul Lewis, and he was trying to throw it off one of the Georgia players, but yeah, he caught the body of one of his own.
The Georgia guys are wearing white. he threw it off a guy wearing a black jersey.
See, that's the knowledge we come to you for.
That's exactly right. If I'd had a chance to talk to him before that, see, he'd known.
You could have explained it to him. Georgia keeps possession. Oquendo takes the inbounds and drives. Misses the layup. Anselm got the rebound. Looked like he wanted to go up for the dunk on it, but he didn't get enough hops. Commodores come away with a basketball. Lawrence works. Floater. Right edge of the lane with a left hand. Good. Tyron Lawrence makes it a 6-5 contest. Dogs by a point. Mardrez double teamed in the corner for Georgia on the offensive end. Here's Roberts. Drops it off to Ansel. Now he dunks it.
There you go.
There you go. He's waiting to do that the last time. Couldn't get up in the air enough.
Right.
This time, he said, easy flush.
He says, Scott's over there saying I missed the last dunk. I want to get one for him.
Nice and strong by Big Frank. 8-5. Dogs lead by 3. Commodores basketball. In the corner comes a 3-ball. Up and easy. Good. Miles Studi, the 6'7" forward from Washington, D.C. That looked too easy. Their second 3 of the game, and we're tied at 8. Roberts dribbles with a left hand in front court. Now gives it to Moncrief, top of the key. He's going to put it on the floor and drive. Spins into the paint just inside the foul line. He shoots. The jumper's too deep off the backboard in the rim, but there's a pushing foul on the Commodores. And M.A. is going to be at the free throw line when we come back. We've got a timeout, our first of the day here at Stegman Coliseum. 15:49 on the clock here in half number 1. We're tied at 8. Georgia and Vanderbilt on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of Georgia basketball. Fueled by 26 grams of high-quality protein to give your body what it needs when it needs it. Recover and build lean muscle with Core Power, the official protein drink of Georgia basketball.
Get ready for tip-off at the UGA Bookstore, featuring the best Bulldogs gifts and apparel. Shop all the great brands at the UGA Bookstore like Nike, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, and Southern Tide. The UGA Bookstore is the exclusive home of the UGA 10 collection by Peter Millar. The UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Shop online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. The UGA Bookstore, it's where dogs shop.
Want more exclusives and behind-the-scenes Bulldogs content, more game highlights, mic'd ups, and original programming? Search for the Georgia Bulldogs All Access channel on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Georgia Bulldogs All Access, your official inside connection to Georgia football and all Georgia Bulldog sports.
New season, new coach. Sometimes it's best to change direction and get a fresh start. I'm Kenny Mullins for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. If you're in construction, maybe you need a new start too. Come join our team of over 5,000 electrical workers. Better pay and benefits, superior training, and safer working conditions with an army of people who have your back. Visit IBEW613.org and click Join Our Team. Go Dogs!
Eight contest, Georgia and Vanderbilt here in Athens. And Georgia fans, when you want to see a game, head to StubHub. Whether you want to sit courtside or score a bird's eye view, StubHub, the best place to grab 100% verified tickets. And StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there. Got a sellout crowd today here at Stegman Coliseum on this Saturday afternoon.
Well, they're packed in here, too.
Makes it a lot more fun. Both teams coming off a loss here. Georgia defeated by Kentucky on Tuesday in Lexington, 85-71. Commodores lost at home to Alabama, 78-66 on Tuesday. And in a game that Vanderbilt starters against the Crimson Tide, just 6 of 31 shooting the basketball. And Tyron Lawrence had 4 of their 6 field goals from the starting 5. Just not their night against a very good Crimson Tide team. And kind of like Oscar Shibwe, Chuck did against Georgia. Brandon Miller for Alabama went off in 37 minutes. He had a 30-point, 10-rebound game against the Commodores.
You know, every time you look at the SEC notes each week where they name the SEC Freshman of the Week, it's always Brandon Miller. I mean, every week it's Brandon Miller. I mean, that kid's quickly establishing himself as one in the entire conference.
Yes, terrific player. We'll see him a little bit later on this season. Moncrief at the line for the Dogs. Free throw up and off the rim. No good. His first miss. He went 2 for 2 in his previous trip. M.A., second foul shot. In the air and front rim. No good. He missed them both. Rebound Commodores. Malora Brown. 6'10". He's about their most size that the Commodores have today with the two big men, Robbins and Dort, out of the contest due to injury. Commodores and Dogs tied at 8. They go inside to Tyron Lawrence. A shot fake.
They count that.
Able to score under the basket and a foul on the Dogs. It's going to send Robbins to the free throw line. And the foul was on M.A., I believe. Yes, it was on Moncrief. That's his first, team's second. Commodores up 10-8. And the 6'4" guard, Tyron Lawrence, free throw is up and in. He's got 5 early on, and the Commodores lead it by 3, 11-8.
We got Jalen Ingram in the game now. We got some experience in there, along with Juice Holt.
Oquendo comes out. So our 5 with Roberts and Holt and Ingram, as Chuck points out. Anselm and Mardrez McBride. Roberts dribbles on the logo. Paul Lewis all over him. Over to Holt, left side. Straightaway 3 by Terry won't go. Anselm clears for the Dogs. Offensive rebound, kick out. Roberts has it, attacks from the left slot. Floater, too deep, off the back of the rim with a right hand, no good. And the rebound comes down to Vanderbilt, Jordan Wright. 11-8, Commodores by 3. Vanderbilt 9-9 coming into today's game, 2-3 in the league. 3 ball, left side, Commodores drains it, good. That's Paul Lewis again.
We can't get shots to fall.
Making only his second start, he's already got 2 threes. And the lead grows to 6 for Vanderbilt, 14-8. Commodores have scored 9 in a row. Georgia's 3 by Holt from the left side, off the rim, won't fall. Commodores basketball. Vandy works with Lawrence. Left side of the paint, kicks it back out on the perimeter. And they go to Malora Brown on the right side. Down low, matched up with Anselm. To Lewis in the right corner. Is he feeling it there? No, he missed the 3 in the right corner, short on the side rim. Ingram has the basketball, carries it into the front court for the Dogs. Mardrez for 3, missed it off the right side of the rim. Rebound tapped up off the backboard, comes down to the Commodores. Lawrence going to sprint through 2 Georgia defenders. The runner won't go. We reach in and try to grab that ball and foul him. And that's on Terry Roberts, his first and the team's 3rd. And that will send Vanderbilt back to the free throw line. They've got a 6-point lead with 13:50 to go. Half number 1. Lawrence has lime green shoes on for Vanderbilt. Juice Holt has the same color shoes on for Georgia. Lawrence, 72% from the line. Left-handed shooter, free throw, in and out. No good. 1 for 2 this afternoon. Georgia subs. Roberts, McBride, and Anselm check out. Hill, Abdul Rahim, and Braylon Bridges back in for Georgia. Dogs are down 6. Commodores at the foul line with 13:50 to go first half. Second free throw is all net. Good. Lawrence hits 2 out of 3, and the lead grows to 7. 15-8. Early run for the Commodores, a 10-0 run. It's given them a 7-point lead. Ingram's got it, works against Malora Brown, tries to lay it up from the left side. He blocks the shot. Quentin Malora Brown at 6'10", swats it out of bounds, left of the basket. Georgia will inbound with 18 on the shot clock. Justin Hill tucks in his jersey. It'll be untucked in a matter of seconds when he starts playing again.
It's funny how that happens, isn't it?
Justin, the transfer from Longwood University. Inbounds the ball, goes right back to him in the corner. Abdur-Rahim has it for a second, back to Justin Hill. Commodores in a zone. Jabri to shoot a three. Too deep on the right side, won't go. We fight for the rebound. Bridges gets it back.
Tie up, it's Georgia's ball. Possession arrow.
Called a quick jump ball as it went out of bounds, but they called the jump ball before the ball got loose and went over the end line. That was Will Howard making the call, no relation. 13:24 to go. Half number one. Georgia keeps the possession, gets 20 on the clock. Hill inbounds to Ingram. We whip around into the left corner, back to Justin, who's settled in the corner. Comes up the wing. Back to Hill now. Hill jump pass through the paint to Ingram. Draws a crowd, kicks it out to Jabri with 6 on the clock. Soft two from the left side, just inside the arc. Jabri knocks down a two-pointer to end Vandy's 10-0 run. It's 15-10 now. Commodores by 5. Vandy basketball. Lawrence holds it, walks to his left, dribbles with the left hand, picked up there by Holt. Reverses to Malik Dia. Long three by Dia, won't go off the rim. Offensive rebound. Miles Studi put back from the left side, good. He's got 5. Lead back to 7. Ingram for 3, trying to close the gap. Too deep off the heel of the iron, and a foul on the rebound.
Well, we are just 3 for 15 shooting the basketball. You know, fortunately, we've knocked down some free throws.
Ingram comes out for Georgia. Moncrief back in. Holt, Abdur-Rahim, Bridges, and Hill are 5 on the floor. Foul was on Dia moments ago for the Commodores. Georgia inbounds to M.A. Top of the key. Feed it into Bridges. Sweeping jump hook with the left hand, good, right in front of the basket. His first points of the afternoon. It's 17-12, Vanderbilt. We need more of that from Braylon today.
Definitely.
And now offensive foul on the Commodores. And that's on Dia again, the 6'9 freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's picked up 2 quick fouls for Vanderbilt. Jerry Stackhouse in his $5,000 suit, not going to like that one.
Yeah, Dia's out sitting with him now. Sitting next to, here, come and admire my suit up close.
That's right, you want to touch it? Feel the material. 17-12, Dogs down 5, but with the ball. Hill feeds it into Bridges, right baseline. Zips the pass cross court to Abdur-Rahim, jab step. Wanted to shoot the 3, they defended on him. Feed it into Moncrief instead. M.A. going to attack the basket from the left side and runs and lays it up.
I like M.A. much better facing the basket than back to the basket.
On that play, you are correct. 17-14. Dogs down 3. Commodores with the basketball. Ansong is checked in. Emmanuel Ansong, a 6'4", fifth-year player from Bordentown, New Jersey. Commodores basketball, top of the key, Studi, 3-ball, all net, good. Miles Studi, and Georgia wants a timeout after the second 3 by Miles Studi.
Mike White not happy with that defense.
20-14 is the score. The Commodores lead by 6, and we've got a timeout with 11:29 to go in the first half. This is Georgia Bulldogs basketball. We'll come back for more. Vanderbilt 20, Georgia 14 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, you're the guy with Kevin the fire-breathing goat.
Yep.
I'm playing Keno right now. Like you say, you pick 10 numbers, Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
Looks like your numbers are matching.
No way! Well, that was easy.
And there's another game in about 3 minutes.
Hey, little goat, you want to help me fill out my play slip for the next one?
No paper. That's why he plays on his phone.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Playing Keno. Play responsibly.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
the BMW i4 M50. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Experience the power of over 500 horses stampeding at a whisper as BMW M-engineered handling takes you through every twist and turn. The complete suite of intuitive technology keeps you connected. The pure performance keeps your heart racing. The BMW i4 M50. Silence has never said so much. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you ordered a new air filter for your car. You try to install it, but it doesn't fit. So you take a little bit off the sides. Well, still doesn't fit? Well, you could try to sit on it. Or get it right the first time with eBay Motors Guaranteed Fit. When you see the check, you know that part's going to fit. Air filters, brakes, headlights, over 122 million parts. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Commodores with an early lead, 20-14 on the Dogs. Georgia fans want to do an NIL deal with a dog? Then go to georgiadogs.com/NIL. And you can connect with a student athlete on a sponsorship, commercial appearance, autograph session, and more. Vanderbilt hitting 6 of their last 8 field goals, shooting 58% here early on in the half. Georgia just 29%. And as Chuck pointed out a few moments ago, 5 of 17 in the contest. Down 6 right now, but with the ball as the Dogs use the timeout there to straighten out some defensive issues. And here we go with Justin Hill bringing it into the front court. Let's go inside the huddle quickly with Chuck Dowdle, brought to you by Georgia's own credit union, banking on purpose. Chuck, you were in the huddle. What was happening?
Well, it's not going to come as a surprise to anybody. Jabari knocking down the three. Our first three.
Was that in the huddle? He said Jabari hit a 3?
You know, what he said was he wants us to start not allowing them to get these threes, make them bounce the basketball. They're getting too many just pass and shoot like that.
Yep, and there you go. That was a catch and shoot. Trey Thomas with a three-pointer. Jabari's 3, a Scana Energy 3, Georgia's first of the afternoon. But Commodores answer with a 3. It's 23-17. The lead is 6 for Vanderbilt. Georgia has the ball. Holt to Moncrief as he leaves the paint area, comes out top of the key, and a holding foul called on Vanderbilt. And that's going to be on Emmanuel Ansong, a 6'4 transfer from Wisconsin Green Bay. Started his career as a Division II player. 23-17, Dogs inbound, front court, far sideline. Hill has it. Left-hand dribble by Justin Hill. He's guarded by Ezra Magnon, a transfer. And the Dogs have the ball get away on the baseline, turn it over.
Well, that time Braylon just let him a little bit too much.
Hill comes out of the game. Roberts back in. Terry back on the floor. Averaging over 20 points a game in SEC contests. He's Georgia's leading scorer this season with 16 points a game overall. We're down 6. Commodores have the ball. Magnon dribbles above the arc on the left side. Picks up the dribble, goes to Malora Brown. The big man flips it back to the guard. Magnon drives against Bridges. And now check the whistle. And we're going to have pushing foul Braylon Bridges on the Magnon drive. First on Braylon, 4th team foul. Commodores already with 6 fouls. Vandy inbounds. Work it around the perimeter. Right side, Ansong. Quick feed. They go to the foul line. Malora Brown. He slides down the lane. Misses the lay-in. We missed the rebound. Malora Brown picks it back up. Can't score on the putback. Underneath the basket, knocked to the floor. That's going to be another foul on the Dogs, I believe. Yes. This time a push on Moncrief. M.A. picks up his second.
That's his second. Team's 5th. Well, we missed a rebound that we should have had.
Malora Brown to the line for the Commodores. 2 shots.
2 free throws coming up for Quentin Malora-Brown, 58% free throw shooter, but that one's all net good. His first point of the afternoon.
And for the Commodores, Jordan Wright.
24-17, matching the biggest lead of the half for Vanderbilt. Second foul shot, going to rattle and roll home good for Malora-Brown. He hit them both, and the Commodores have their largest lead at 8 points. 25-17. Less than 10 minutes remaining, first half. Braylon has it, puts it on the floor. Ball got away from him. He reaches on the floor, picks it up. Georgia keeps it alive. Here's Roberts now attacking. Down the lane. Moves to the right side of the rim and floats it up and in good. Terry Roberts with his first points of the afternoon. 25-19, Commodores by 6. Vanderbilt basketball. Wright's back in. Oh, he whips a beautiful pass across the lane. Malora-Brown can't finish, but he gets an offensive rebound. Commodores move it quickly around the three-point line. Wright has it. Attacks, goes against Aquendo. Floater rolls off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Holt for the Dogs.
Well, we dodged 2 bullets there. They had 2 point-blank shots that were easy and missed them both.
Roberts weaves, veers out at the last second at the left block and banks it home right off the square.
We have got to tighten our defense. They're not going to keep missing point-blank shots.
4-point game. Commodores lead 25-21. Down the lane again. They miss another point-blank layup. But an offensive rebound. Malora-Brown. He works one-on-one with Bridges left side. Whip it back to Magnon. Over to Wright. Jordan Wright going to put it on the floor and drive through 2 defenders. Misses a running layup there. Rebound. Knocked out front. A collision by Roberts. Going for the loose ball, but Ezra Magnon had position, and they call the foul on Terry, and that's his second. Unfortunate occurrence there for Roberts, who was hustling for the loose ball. And now Hill will quickly check in for Terry Roberts, who will go back to the bench with his second foul with 8:20 to go in the half. Also, Martrez McBride will come into the game for Juice Holt. Commodores were up 8. Georgia's cut it back to 4. 25-21 with 8 minutes and change to go. Wright left wide open for an easy 3. Just set shot, measure it, and drain it all net. Jordan Wright with his first basket. That's their 6th 3 of the half. 28-21. The lead is 7 for Vanderbilt. Bridges works inside, spins against Malora-Brown. He extends one of those big long arms and blocks the shot, but he got hand and arm with the block and is called for the foul.
Well, that's our bread and butter. When we can get Braylon down low like that, we either get him to the line or usually he makes. He converts sometimes both, but he's certainly got to knock down the free throws now.
Dogs in the bonus. That's the 7th team foul on Vanderbilt. This will be 2 shots for Braylon, however. First free throw, rattles home good. Bridges now with 3. And it's 28-22, Vanderbilt. 8:01 to go first half. Frank Anselm to the scorer's table to check back in. Braylon drains both foul shots. That's good work by Bridges. He comes out, Anselm back in. Gets a hand from the coach as he goes to the bench. Commodores will walk it up, leading by 5. Magnon carried it across the timeline to Lawrence. He attacks down the left edge, kickback. They're looking for 3s. Wright's going to attack inside the arc. Jump stop into the paint. Knifes through the defenders. Puts it up and in off the backboard. And a foul on the play as well. They got Anselm for the foul. Count the basket. Boy, Commodores are penetrating our defense. They're getting right to the backboard. And we've got a timeout with 7:43 to go in the half. Commodores up to a 30-23 lead with a free throw coming when we continue on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hey there, UGA fans. This fall, Dunkin' is ready for you to fall hard. So when you hear those leaves rustling and see those pumpkins getting ripe and ready, it's time to eat, sleep, and drink pumpkin at Dunkin'. Take your pick of pumpkin with delicious muffins, munchkins, and donuts, and pair them with a classic pumpkin spice signature latte or the ultra-smooth pumpkin cream cold brew, topped with silky pumpkin cream cold foam, all so you can fall harder. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
.7:43 to go first half. Commodores up 30-23 on Georgia. It's time for a first half recap. You can get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card by visiting regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. The Regions first half recap looks like this. The Commodores have been shooting over 50% for the entire half. They're right at 50 right now. They've made 10 of their 20 shots. Georgia at 40%. Commodores stroking it home from 3, 6 out of 8 from long range. Georgia just 1 for 7 on 3-point shots. Leading scorers Miles Studi for the Commodores with 8 points. Georgia's leading scorer M.A. Moncrief with 6. Vanderbilt fell behind early by 3, but then went on a 10-0 run to take the lead, and they've been in front ever since as Wright misses the 3-point play opportunity. Comes up empty at the foul line. Dogs rebound the miss. Down 7 with the ball. Front court left. Oquendo dribbles with the left hand. Steps back on the 3. Jump pass to Hill up the left wing. Justin through the paint. Kick out. Martrez for 3. Can't find the range. Off the rim.
They held him. They held.
Oquendo may have gotten popped in the face. And the officials may want to look at that. Got hit in the head. Yeah, looks like they're going to take a look at the monitor. The foul was on Trey Thomas.
Scott, let me give you the good news in some of these stats. Look, they're hitting 75% from behind the arc. We're hitting 14%. Our number is going to go up. Their number is going to come down. They will not continue to shoot 75%. We won't continue to shoot 14%. And so right now there's a 7-point differential, and we're going to start shooting better from behind the arc. They're going to start shooting worse. So let's hope that'll make up that 7-point difference here.
You know, one thing that's bothered Mike White in this first half is to go along with their fine 3-point shooting right now. Georgia came into the game 8th in the nation in 3-point defense, allowing the opposition less than 28% on the 3-point shot. But the Commodores are finding ways around that today, and that's mostly that catch-and-shoot stuff that they're doing.
Yep.
Top of the key, and they're 6 of 8.
Well, here's some good news, I guess, for Vanderbilt. There's no flagrant, but still Carrio drew the foul, so he'll have the 1-and-1.
8th team foul on Vanderbilt, so Oquendo to the line. Carrio with 2 points, both at the free throw line today. Averaging 13.5 a game, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebounded by the Commodores' 6'7" forward, Miles Studi. 30-23, Vandy by 7. Studi drives, offensive foul. He extended the arm and just pushes Jabri, sliding in the paint under the basket along the baseline. Studi with his second foul. Jerry Stackhouse looking at his bench. Who can I put in? He's minus 2 big men today, Liam Robbins and Lee Dort. A 7-footer and a 6'10" freshman. He leaves his lineup as is. Dogs have the ball, down 7. Oquendo dribbles right hand, through the legs, going to pull up for a 3. Missed it straight on. Anselm will rebound. Put back from 4 feet right. Missed it off the rim. He tried to bank it.
He was so sure that he'd made that. When he let it go, he turned and ran up the floor.
Hit the wrong spot on the glass, and it caromed off the rim. Commodores basketball. Studi has it, guarded by Jabri. Over to Wright. Right. Puts it on the floor, goes by Anselm, who blocks the shot. Tried to lay it up. Dogs take it away. Here's Oquendo on the pass from McBride. Feeds Anselm in the paint. Two-handed dunk, Big Frank.
Well, we don't miss those.
Second, that's a high percentage shot. Second dunk of the game for Anselm. Commodores penetrate, kick out. Long three won't go. Wright tried to rebound. One black shirt surrounded by three, and he almost got the board, but the Dogs pick it up with Oquendo. 30-25. Vanderbilt leads by 5. Jabri to tighten it up with a three. Strokes it home. Scanning energy three. Jabri Abdur-Rahim.
5 straight points for the Dogs. Let's keep it rolling, guys.
30-28. They've closed the gap to a single solitary basket. Dogs tight man-to-man. Lawrence with the ball at the hash on the right side of the floor. Studi flashes out top of the key. Will hand it off on the wing to Magnon. Drives down the lane. Defense not there. Running layup good by the little guard.
Yeah, we left the middle wide open, just totally vacant. And once he beat Justin Hill, there was nobody there to help him out.
32-28. Dogs turn it over. Pass deflected and taken away by the Commodores. Right through the lane. Kick out three. Here we go again, and it's good. Trey Thomas with a catch and shoot three on the left wing. They're wearing us out with threes. That's their 7th of the half.
Well, we make a 5-0 run. They turn around with a 5-0 run.
70% three-point shooting for the Commodores in the first half, and there's a foul on Magnon, the freshman, with an arm bar on our dribbler. 10th team foul on the Commodores. Double bonus now for the Dogs with 4:58 remaining in the half, and the lead back up to 7. So the defense not what it needs to be for Georgia in this first half. Commodores already with 35 first half points. They average 72 a game.
Yeah, we wanted this game played, high 50s, low 60s.
Hill free throw for the Dogs. Good. Justin's first point of the afternoon. 35-29 the score. Commodores with the lead, and Hill will convert the second foul shot. McBride comes out. Holt back in for the Dogs. Georgia comes with a little backcourt pressure. 2 quick passes, and the Commodores are in the front court. Thomas being chased by Hill, trying to man up his player. 35-30. Vanderbilt by 5 with the ball. Oh, there's Thomas again. Catch and shoot three. This time won't go. Rebound tapped up. Bounces off the floor. Controlled by Holt for the Dogs. Juice carries it into the front court. Gives it to Oquendo, left wing. Jab step right. Drives to the left. Fouled. Floater. Hangs on the rim. Falls through. Good. Carrio foul.
Carrio with a foul.
Oh, they called him for an offensive foul. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Carrio picks up his second. Offensive foul. Martrez McBride, a short rest on the bench, and Oquendo out. So Roberts and Oquendo both out for Georgia with 2 fouls here in the first half with 4:31 to go. And the lead is 5 for the Commodores. Lawrence will feed it into Malora Brown. 2 guards in the backcourt for the Dogs, but the Commodores easily trotted into the front side. Paul Lewis, the freshman who started today, back in the game for Jerry Stackhouse's Vanderbilt team. Now Lawrence stumbles on the dribble, trying to drive around a Georgia defender, and Holt's called for a blocking foul. 9th team foul on the Dogs. 1-1 now coming for the Commodores as they put Tyron Lawrence back on the line. Lawrence 2 for 3 this afternoon. Left-handed shooter from Monticello, Georgia. Free throw rolls around the rim and falls through good. He was 11 of 12 from the line against Alabama in their loss to the Crimson Tide on Tuesday. 6-point lead for the Commodores. It'll stay at that as he short ends the second foul shot, hits off the front rim, and Bridges rebounds for the Dogs. Hill's got it in front court for Georgia. Dribbles down on the left block, curls it out of trouble, goes to McBride on the right side. Sweeping bounce pass to Bridges. He's surrounded. They knock it out of his hands. Take it away. Right. Penetrates. Pass to the wing. Stolen by McBride in the corner. Dogs take it the other way. Right to left. To Holt. Back to Jabri. Catch and shoot three. Front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound Vanderbilt. Trey Thomas pulls it down. Commodores will slow down the pace a little bit with 3:33 to go in the half, and they're leading by 6. Green shoes Lawrence. Crossover, drive, missed the layup. Knocked to the floor, he's sliding out of bounds. Dogs have the advantage, he's not back yet. Jabri, open three, left side, good! Abdur Rahim with a swish, he rips it from the left wing. He's got 3 threes in the half. 36-33, Georgia down by 1 3-pointer right now.
And Mike White was trying to get his team's attention too. He wanted them in a certain defense when they got back, and they're now jumped in it, and it's a zone.
Crowd trying to get it jacked up here. Commodores basketball, moving it quickly. Lawrence inside, changes hands, shoots with the left, or shoots with the right after he switched it from his left, misses the runner. Dogs tap out the rebound, and Hill has it in front court now. We're down 3. We could tie it with a 3 here on this possession with 2:33 to go. Half number 1. Hill dribbles slowly, about 18 inches inside the half-court line. Sees an opening, drives into the paint, kick out. Mardrez, wide open 3, good! And we've caught him, 36 apiece. Mardrez McBride.
That was a well-run play. Justin Hill drew all the defense into the lane, and boy, Mardrez just was posted up. Now that was a catch and shoot for us.
Crowd likes that one a lot. We're knotted at 36. And not for long, though. Commodores drain a 3 from the left corner. Jordan Wright, his second of the half.
Don't forget now, I told you that number would start to come down.
8 of 12. It needs to come down faster.
It does.
39-36.
I was hoping it would have started by now.
Commodores by 3. Dogs with the ball. We go to Bridges, matched up against Malora Brown. He bumps, can't move the big guy off the block. Kick it back out on the perimeter with 7 to shoot. Hill has it. Feeds it back into Bridges. He tries to force it. They double him, knock the ball out of his hands. The ball's rolling in the paint. And Bridges laying on the deck, and the shot clock's going to run out. And that's a violation on the Dogs, and that gets us into a timeout with 1:27 to go. And we've seen it all season. As soon as Braylon gets that ball, boom, they shoot right at him with a double team, and in this case, maybe a triple team. Timeout here at Stegman Coliseum. Minute 27 to go in the half. Vanderbilt leads Georgia by 3, 39-36 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Now more than ever, it's important to support our local businesses, whether it's your favorite pizza place or your neighborhood barber. That's why I'm a proud member of Georgia's Own Credit Union. Georgia's Own has been serving our local community for more than 85 years. Whether they are saving you money on a checking account or credit card, or supporting the people, places, and teams that we've grown to love, Georgia's Own can't be beat. To learn more, visit their website at georgiasown.org. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
When you bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive, you could save money, but it doesn't cover any terrible memories living rent-free in your head.
Hey, just wanted to remind you of that time your kicker missed the extra point and lost the game. Even though he'd literally never missed an extra point, he chose this playoff game to miss. Yeah, I just noticed you hadn't thought about that in a bit. Wouldn't want you to miss, thinking about it.
Sorry, we can't save you from that memory, but we could save you money bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Renters insurance and bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy. Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
It's time to spotlight the first half's best in game stats, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Georgia is out rebounding Vanderbilt 21-14. 9 offensive rebounds already for the Dogs. Commodores with a little bit better shooting percentage, however, and a lot better at the three-point line, and really that's the difference of the ball game.
Yeah.
They've got 8, we've made 4, and they lead by 3, 39-36. But Georgia doing a nice job on the glass here in the first half. Commodores basketball. They bring it into the front court with Magnon up the wing near side to Thomas. Quick feed left side. Tyron Lawrence feed it into the big guy. Malora Brown trying to back down Anselm. Jump hook left side, won't go. Gets his own miss. Will try to shoot it again. Fade away 2 right in front of the basket. It goes down, and he got fouled. And that's his first basket of the game for Quentin Malora Brown, 6'10" and 245. And the foul on the Dogs is on Juice Holt, and that's his second.
Our problem there was he missed his first shot. We let him get his own rebound and put it back in. We had, Frank was on him, but he just beat Frank for the rebound.
3-point play from Malora Brown as he converts the free throw. Lead is 6 for the Commodores, 42-36. Well, we caught them at 36, but now they've scored 6 straight. Minute 8 to go, first half. See if the Dogs can catch them again before the intermission. Hill into the front court, guarded by Ezra Magnon. Top of the key to Oquendo. Hands it off to Jabri. He backs it way up. Lawrence goes with him. He flips it to Hill out on the logo. 10 to shoot.
Something going.
Justin Hill, left-hand dribble, and an offensive foul called on the Dogs. Braylon Bridges.
Well, we just put him back on the floor, and he picks up a foul. That's not good.
His second. And Vanderbilt wants a time with 45 seconds. They'll take a 30 here. Leading 42-36. Commodores scored 6 straight over the last minute and change to break away as Georgia had tied it at 36. But Vandy's been popping the threes. They only shot 30% in their loss to Alabama on Tuesday, and they went 6 of 33 on three-pointers, 18%. Today, here in the half, Chuck, 8 of 12, and that's 67%. So quite a turnaround on the three ball from that game to this one.
But, you look at their numbers over the course of the year, and you got to feel like those numbers are going to continue to come down for them. And, so what I'm hoping is that at some point the Dogs will start to shoot better. We're just not shooting the ball real well.
We're creeping in there. It was a slow start, definitely, but at 43% for the game right now. Commodore shooting 47%, better than that from three-point range. 35 seconds to go in the half. Vanderbilt has a 6-point lead. Lawrence with the ball for the Commodores. Cross-court jump pass left side. It looked like a travel, but they didn't call it. And Magnon gets the ball inside and floats it up and in with the right hand from about 6 feet away. 44-36. Now the lead's at 8. And the shot clock is off. Georgia can take the last shot of the half with 9 with 8. Hill will hoist a 3. Hits the far side of the rim. Commodores chase down the rebound. We go for the pass out. Commodores get it. They'll take the last shot at the end of the half, and Jordan Wright will miss about a 40-footer straight on. He hit the backboard. Well, that's the end of the half.
Scott, we spent a lot of energy climbing out of a big hole, had them tied with about 2 minutes of play in the half, and then let them go again. Let them go on another run, and they walk out of here with an 8-point halftime lead. We've got to go in and make some defensive adjustments, and we've certainly got to shoot the ball better in the second half, and no question about that.
Commodores closed the half on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes, and they lead Georgia at intermission in front of the sellout crowd, 44-36. Intermission in Athens. Stay tuned now for the Georgia Power halftime report with Luke Nadkarni. He's in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, and he's coming up next here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
In SEC sports, the ifs come at you every minute. What if your QB had released the ball a second earlier? What if the head coach hadn't used his last timeout? What if your team goes all the way this season? If you love the tradition, if you live for the rivalry, if you can't wait each week for the absolute edge of your seat action, Regions is right there with you as the official bank of the SEC.
Regions can't help you with the edge in sports. Regions helps you embrace the fan life.
Member FDIC.
Georgia fans, college basketball is back. So grab your friends in a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game. Whether you're at the bar with fellow dogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Dogs. Dos Equis, proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
This is Georgia Basketball, sponsored by Progressive. Life is full of challengeable moments. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and car by switching to Progressive. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Hey, you're the guy with Kevin the fire-breathing goat.
Yep.
I'm playing Keno right now. Like you say, you pick 10 numbers, Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
Looks like your numbers are matching.
No way! Well, that was easy.
And there's another game in about 3 minutes.
Hey, little goat, you want to help me fill out my play slip for the next one?
No paper. That's why he plays on his phone.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Playing Keno. Play responsibly.
The Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Welcome to the Georgia Power Halftime Report. The Georgia Power Halftime Report is brought to you by Georgia Power. Proud to power the Georgia Bulldogs. Live from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Here's your host, Luke Nadkarni.
Georgia and Vanderbilt, an 8-point cushion for the Commodores at Stegman Coliseum after 20 minutes of play. Welcome into the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios for the Georgia Power Halftime Report. I'm Luke Nadkarni, and one other SEC game going on along with us. 6.5 to play from Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville, and 25th ranked Arkansas pulling away from the Ole Miss Rebels at 63-42 after what was just a 3-point halftime lead for the Razorbacks. Anthony Black has 15 and 8 as Arkansas is on the way to the victory there in Fayetteville. Everything else comes a little bit later. Top of the hour, 2 o'clock. Kentucky plays host to Texas A&M, who is looking to continue its hot start in conference play. The Aggies come in 5-0 in the SEC, tipping at 3:30. Number 16 Auburn goes on the road to Columbia, South Carolina. They take on the Gamecocks, who are 1-4 in the league. 4 o'clock tip. Number 9 Tennessee is on the road. They take on LSU at the PMAC in Baton Rouge. And at 6 o'clock, 4th-ranked Alabama tries to remain atop the conference with a game at Missouri. The nightcap tips at 8:30, and it features Florida and Mississippi State going head-to-head at the Hump in Starkville. Today's halftime report is presented by Georgia Power. At Georgia Power, we know making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow. Georgia Power, building the future of energy today. Vanderbilt 44, Georgia 36. A look around the top 25 next on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
College sports is full of great trash talkers. But what speaks louder than a verbal smackdown are stats. So we'll let Ford F-Series speak for itself. Like advanced capabilities, intelligent towing, smart technology, and 45 years as America's best-selling truck. That's Ford F-Series. Custom order your 2023 F-150 at your local Ford dealer, a proud supporter of college athletics. Some models, trims, and features may not be available based on 1977 to 2021 CY total sales.
Piedmont is passionate about Georgia, about each and every person that make this state incredible. From farmers to creators, manufacturers to teachers, to the dedicated staff walking our hallways. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare, to empower you through tools that make it easy to book in minutes, check in before you walk in, and have your health information all in one place. Visit Piedmont.org. Piedmont, real change lives here.
The dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
365 days a year, just call us up, we'll be right there. Our service is guaranteed. At Shoemate, we take great care. Our experts are always there for you and your family's needs. When your family just can't wait, you can always count on Shoemate.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield and JMI Sports under the broadcast rights granted by the University of Georgia. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Georgia, Learfield, and JMI Sports. Announcers are provided by Learfield and JMI Sports and approved by the University of Georgia.
Dogs trail Vanderbilt 44-36 here at halftime from Stegman Coliseum. Here's 10 seconds for station identification on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Luke Nadkarni back with you on the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. Quick check of top 25 games in progress right now, and a good one going on in the ACC.
It's a screen from Filipowski. A double team comes right back to flip inside to the opposite corner for a Proctor three. Really good ball movement, and it pays off with a deep one. And
David Shoemate on the call from the Blue Devil Sports Network. 18 seconds to play at Cameron. Number 17, Miami, and Duke separated by just 2 points. Duke in front, 66-64. Number 8, Xavier, 2:15 to play in the second half in Cincinnati, has a 10-point lead, or rather an 11-point lead, 89-78 over Georgetown. And at halftime, bit of a surprise brewing in the Big 12. Number 14, TCU at Allen Fieldhouse, taking Kansas to school. The second-ranked Jayhawks trail 48-38. Most important score as far as we're concerned, Vanderbilt 44, Georgia 36. 20 minutes to play from Stegman Coliseum, and that's where we'll send it right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
When you bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive, you could save money, but it doesn't cover any terrible memories living rent-free in your head.
Remember when one of your best players got injured, but not like on a play or anything? He got injured celebrating a play, and it's not like it was a game-winning play or in the playoffs. And he was out the rest of the season because he was injured while celebrating? Yeah.
Sorry, we can't save you from that memory, but we could save you money bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Renters insurance and bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum in Athens, Georgia, Commodores lead the Bulldogs at halftime, 44-36. Scott Howard back with you, along with Chuck Donnell and our producer-engineer Adam Gillespie, Luke Ned Carney in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. First half numbers brought to you by Northside Hospital, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. With expertise in maternity, cancer, orthopedics, heart, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital. Team numbers in the first half. Georgia shoots 41.5%, 12 of 29. The Dogs were 4 of 14 on threes and 8 of 11 at the free throw line. Commodores shot a hefty 48.5%, 15 of 31. They hit 8 of their 12 three-pointers and 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Dogs with the edge on the glass, 21-16, out rebounding Vanderbilt. 9 offensive rebounds for Georgia. Dogs had 6 first-half turnovers. Commodores with only 4. Leading scorers in the game for Georgia, Jabri Abdur-Rahim, the only Bulldog in double figures with 11. And for the Commodores, 2 players with 8 lead the way, Miles Studi and Jordan Wright. 44-36. Second half to come. Commodores lead by 8 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Are you or a close loved one living with Alzheimer's disease? Hi, I'm Representative Lauren Matsumoto from Hawaii and Women in Government Board Chair. Please know you are not alone. For helpful resources, visit womeningovernment.org.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com.
Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting the state of Georgia. No one knows Georgia like we do because no one covers the state like we do. Georgia families are our only focus, and we have offices in just about every county of the state. You can call it our home field advantage. No matter where you are in Georgia, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is always the home team.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Game day is full of ifs. Like if Georgia can take home another national championship title. Who knows? But if you want the most convenient way to pay in Athens, get the Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card. Tap to pay contactless card technology and Lock-It card controls give you what you need on game day or any day. To order your card, visit regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Over 10,000 in the building today. They're just waiting on something to happen good so they can go through the roof and drive this Georgia team to a win, Chuck.
No doubt. I mean, Scott, like you said, they're ready. They just need something good. You know, when we went on that little 5-0 run, caught them a while ago, and then turned around and gave it right back to them. And And I got to tell you, Vandy shot the ball well behind the arc. When you're shooting 66%, you're going to beat most people. But what Georgia's got to do is they got to do a better job of defending out there where they've held people, all season long. They've been defending the three at about a 28% clip. And here Vanderbilt, first half, shot 66%.
Commodores have the ball to start the second half. They'll work on the left end of the floor from our vantage point next to the Georgia bench. Commodores by 8. They ended the half on an 8-0 run. Paul Lewis with the ball. They go inside now. Malore Brown, left block. Back to the basket, kick out for three. Wright misses the three. Offensive rebound underneath Stute. Reverse lay-in won't go. Moncrief defends and rebounds for Georgia. Commodores fail to score on their first one. Wrap around Roberts to Oquendo through the paint. Layup from the left side. Carrio good.
All right, good start. Got a defensive stop. Got an easy bucket underneath.
Terrific assist by Terry Roberts for the Bulldogs. He leads the Dogs in that category. He had 70 assists on the year coming into today's game. There's a foul on the left end of the floor. And that's on Roberts. That's his third. Will Howard made that call, no relation. Said Terry extended the hips and backed into his man. Called for the foul, so he's playing with 3 with 19:09 to go. Commodores inbound, front court, left of the basket. The lead is 6 for Vanderbilt.
Mike White was not happy about that call on Terry Roberts. He really let the official have an earful.
They go inside to Stute through the paint, lost it through his legs, picked up by Oquendo. Dogs scoop it up ahead to Roberts. Pump fake. 2 guys fly by him. Terry lays it up and in. He had a third breathing down his neck. But he beat 3 Commodore defenders for the layup, and the Dogs have scored 4 straight to start the second half. (44-40), Vanderbilt by 4 with the ball. Green shoes Tyron Lawrence goes to Malore Brown, top of the key, the big man.
Oh, wow.
Roberts got beat off the dribble there by Jordan Wright. Spin move off the dribble, and Terry was just standing and watching. And an easy dunk by Jordan Wright.
Terry had to pick up some articles of uniform there.
10 points for Wright. Commodores lead is 6, 46-40. Dogs ball, Roberts for 3, won't go, off the rim. Rebound to Vanderbilt. Need to stop here as Lawrence drives in the right corner. Oquendo guards. So here's Jordan Wright again. Cautiously dribbling across the paint. Dogs reach in and steal it. Ball is loose. Commodores pick it up at half court. Wright almost threw it in the wrong direction. No, that was Lawrence that recovered it. And now they get Braylon Bridges on a foul as Lawrence was sitting on the seat of his pants at half court and twisted his body and got the bounce pass to Malore Brown down the left side of the lane. And that's where Bridges was called for a foul.
Yeah,
the scramble for the loose ball was on.
You got to get Frank in there now, Frank Anselm.
That's 3 on Braylon. So he's out.
Wow.
Roberts stays on the floor with 3 fouls. 17:37 still to go. 6-point Commodore lead. Inbound to Lawrence in the left corner, right in front of the Commodore bench. He drives along the baseline. Nothing there. Throws it out high on the wing to Jordan Wright. Wright drives to the foul line. And offensive foul on Jordan Wright and the Commodores. It's his second, team's first. And that's a Commodore turnover. Dogs will gladly take the basketball, down 6 points. Roberts met by the freshman Paul Lewis at half court. Man-to-man for the Commodores. M.A. has it. 1 dribble. Hands it off to Oquendo. Step back 3. Carrio. Too deep. No good. Rebound Malore Brown with 1 hand. He rebounded with 1 hand. Fought off the defender with another.
Well, despite our troubles with the 3, we keep trying them.
Commodores by 6. Lawrence finds a spot right side. He bricks one up there high off the glass. Missed the long 3. Roberts the rebound. Oh, goodness. Well, they call a block on the Commodores. Terry got the forearm out there and extended it. That could have gone either way.
It went the right way.
That's what Stackhouse is saying down to our left, but the foul called on Paul Lewis, the freshman.
Well, he banged his head. He's holding his head. I hope he's all right. He's coming out of the game for them.
Yeah, he's kind of grimacing as he comes out.
Yeah, he banged his head pretty good when he fell.
Commodores will substitute. They get Lawrence out of the game as well. And Ezra Magnon is back in, a 6-foot transfer from UC Davis. And he's guarding Roberts right now. Swipes at the ball. Terry holds it up around his head. Gives it to Oquendo. Dogs down 6. Carrio to the basket. Drives through the defender. With a shot around the rim and off. But a blocking foul on the Commodores' big man. Quentin Malora-Brown picks up his second foul. Carrio. Dogs down 6. Carrio to the basket. Drives through the defender. With a shot around the rim and off. But a blocking foul on the Commodores' big man. Quentin Malora-Brown picks up his second foul. Carrio went right at him. And will go to the line. 2 shots coming for Oquendo, the 6'4 junior from Titusville, Florida. Carrio with only 4 points. Carrio with only 4 points in the game this afternoon.
We were 8 for 11.
And his 3 fouls come out. We get Hill back in the game along with Juice Holt. Mardrez McBride checks. So the Dogs with Hill and Oquendo, Juice, M.A. Moncrief, and Frank Anselm on the floor. Bridges has 3 fouls, as does Terry Roberts for the Bulldogs. 5-point Commodore lead, and Studi tries to dribble and weave through traffic. Lost the dribble off his knee. It bounces it out of bounds. It'll be the Dogs' ball. The 6'7 junior from the nation's capital couldn't handle the dribble as he tried to weave through white shirts along the baseline. Dogs have it in the front court. Can tighten up a 5-point deficit. Hill, open 3. No good. Too deep. 6'7 junior from the nation's capital couldn't handle the dribble as he tried to weave through white shirts along the baseline. Dogs have it in the front court. Can tighten up a 5-point deficit. Hill, open 3. No good. Too deep. Rebound. Hill taps it out. Ball is loose. Oquendo can tighten up a 5-point deficit. Hill, open 3. No good. Too deep. Rebound. Hill taps it out. Ball is loose. Oquendo beats everybody to it at half. 5 to go. Timeout in Athens. Vanderbilt 46, Georgia 41. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
College sports is full of great trash talkers. But what speaks louder than a verbal smackdown are stats. So we'll let Ford F-Series speak for itself. Like advanced capabilities, intelligent towing, smart technology, and 45 years as America's best-selling truck. That's Ford F-Series. Custom order your 2023 F-150 at your local Ford dealer, a proud supporter of college athletics. Some models, trims, and features may not be available based on 1977 to 2021 CY total sales.
Georgia is our home. That's why at Georgia Power, we're building the future of energy. Over the last decade, we've invested nearly $10 billion to strengthen the electric grid, installing new substations, upgrading transformers, moving power lines underground, and investing in cleaner energy. We're making the electric grid more resilient and reliable for you and for future generations. At Georgia Power, we know that making smart investments today prepares us to meet our customers' needs tomorrow.
Piedmont is passionate about Georgia, about each and every person that make this state incredible. From farmers to creators, manufacturers to teachers, to the dedicated staff walking our hallways. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare, to empower you through tools that make it easy to book in minutes, check in before you walk in, and have your health information all in one place. Visit Piedmont.org. Piedmont, real change lives here.
Georgia Bulldog basketball brought to you today by your Atlanta area BMW centers, providing legendary performance, exceptional offers, and a premium ownership experience. At BMW, they only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWATL.com today, proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics, and go Dogs. 5-point Commodore lead. They've led for the majority of the game, 46-41, our current score. with 15:45 still to play. Long way to go. Commodores shooting threes well. 8 of 14 this afternoon, but 0 for 2 here in the half. Georgia 0 for 3 on the three ball here in the second half, and 4 for 17 for the day so far. And we're carrying a foul, 0-2, Chuck, with Roberts and Juice Holt and Braylon Bridges all with 3 fouls and a long way to go.
And some of them haven't been real smart fouls. That's what bothers you, is guys that just, they're not thinking clearly and have picked up some inexcusable fouls.
Jordan Wright on the line for the Commodores, sinking his first foul shot. He's got 11 points to lead all Commodore scorers today. And the second free throw is good as well. Dozen points for Jordan Wright, who averages 11 a game. 48-41. Pressure in the backcourt by the Vanderbilt team. Holt and Hill play catch in the backcourt. Diagonal into the front side to Jabri. Catch and shoot three. Good, and they knock him down, and a foul. A 4-point opportunity coming. A big Scana Energy three-pointer by Jabri Abdur-Rahim, his 4th of the game. 14 points now, and he's the Dogs' top scorer this afternoon.
Jabri had time to measure that. I kept wondering why they just didn't go ahead and throw it into the front court to him. Instead of, they were passing it around the backcourt where Vanderbilt was pressuring it. He was standing up here waiting for it. Get in there.
And the free throw does get in there. Rolls in good. 15 points for Jabri. And that matches his season high at 15 against Ryder earlier this year. And the Dogs closed the gap to 3. Magnon with the drive. He had a little extra emphasis as he gets to the rack and lays it up and in for the little guy. His first points of the half, 50-45, just like that. And the Dogs fail to get a stop. Now we turn it over. Got away from Holt. Magnon drives again, running layup good. That's back-to-back buckets for him. Dogs get a big play, and just like that, we're down 7 again.
We can't stand success here.
52-45. Now the uphill climb continues. Hill falls down on the dribble, keeps it alive, and gets back up. And walks it away from the baseline, out near half court with 10 to shoot. Hill reverses. Jabri puts it on the floor, drives, drops it off on the bounce. Anselm with a two-handed dunk.
A great pass from Jabri, too.
Not
they are
kidding
so
about
conscious
that.
of Jabri.
Terrific. He threaded the needle on a bounce pass and dropped it off for Frank, who gets his 3rd dunk of the game. 52-47. Vandy leads. Wright falls down, dribbling through traffic. And they call a foul on Moncrief. Got him with the leg, says the official. Byron Jarrett made the call. Kind of looked like he was falling before
that's what I thought.
The whistle was blown, but maybe that's why he was falling. I didn't see the replay. Roberts back in and Bridges back in, both with 3 fouls. Anselm and Moncrief check out for Georgia. Oquendo wants to come in the game as well, and he will for Juice.
Now Terry and Braylon have got to play smart. They've each got 3 fouls. We got 14 minutes to play. You don't want to pick up that 4th foul here.
Commodores throw it into Malora Brown. Under the basket, can't get it to go. Rebound is out near the 3-point line, loose. The big guy goes to the floor and saves it for Vanderbilt. They miss a 3 in the corner, and the rebound tapped away by Malora Brown, and they call an over-the-back push on the Commodores. That's number 3 on their big guy. Dogs are going to have the ball. Mardrez McBride comes in for Justin Hill, who checks out. 52-47, 5-point lead. Jerry Stackhouse going to talk to the official now after that.
That's called lobbying. That's the official term.
That's popular in Washington, I hear. 52-47, there's the steal. Magnon. He's got 3 straight baskets now for the Commodores. He dunks it against Roberts after he picked Terry's pocket. He's got 10, 6.5. And the lead grows back to 7 for Vanderbilt, 54-47. Jabri, deep 3. Good! Deep 3, NBA range. Scana Energy 3, give him all of that.
You think he's feeling it?
54-50. Commodores answer with a 3. Studi with a long-range basket.
Wow.
57-50.
Well, I tell you what, give them credit. They answered it with a 3.
Abdur-Rahim with a season-high 18 for the Dogs. Let's see if anybody else can help him out. Roberts goes to Braylon Bridges. Jump hook, spins above the left block. Misses off the rim. Rebound to the Commodores. Bridges can't get it going today. Just 1 for 3. Commodores weaving through traffic. Magnon, we can't guard that guy. He weaved around our defense and got to the basket and lays it up and in. He's got 4 baskets here in the second half. Georgia calls a time. Mike White's seen enough of that. Calls a timeout. 59-50, largest lead of the game now for the Commodores as we jump into a break here at Stegman. 12:48 remaining. There's still time, but we're down 9 to Vanderbilt on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey there, UGA fans. This fall, Dunkin' is ready for you to fall hard. So when you hear those leaves rustling and see those pumpkins getting ripe and ready, it's time to eat, sleep, and drink pumpkin at Dunkin'. Take your pick of pumpkin with delicious muffins, munchkins, and donuts, and pair them with a classic pumpkin spice signature latte or the ultra-smooth pumpkin cream cold brew, topped with silky pumpkin cream cold foam, all so you can fall harder. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Go Dogs, sick 'em. Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/Go Dogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
12:48 to go. Commodores have opened up their largest lead of the game at 9 points. 59-50 they lead. No one gets you closer to SEC basketball than SiriusXM. You can download the SiriusXM app and tune in to SiriusXM SEC Radio for news, talk, and analysis throughout the college basketball season. Try it out today and take your Georgia Bulldogs with you on your phone, online, and at home. No car required. Well, Ezra Magnon so far has picking apart the Bulldogs here in the second half. They've got 6 baskets in the second half. He's scored 4 of them. He's got 12 to lead all scores for the Commodores. The transfer from UC Davis. Roberts at the elbow for Dogs in the front court. Go to Cario for a 3 in the left corner. He rips one from the left corner along the sideline. 59-53 now.
All right. We've seen Cario pick us up before and put us on his shoulders.
First 3 of the game for Oquendo, and then we get a quick foul on Jabri on the other end, Chuck. That's on Jabri, his first, team's 5th. Commodores will inbound. Lead is 6, 59-53. Miles Studi with the ball. Dogs are in a zone now. Melora Brown above the left elbow over to Studi for a 3. There's another one. Golly, they're just hitting threes.
Well, they're answering. I mean, that's what, just when we hit a 3 and have a little momentum, they turn around and hit one.
14 points for Studi now. Another 3-pointer. 62-53. The lead back to 9. Dogs drive with Oquendo. Roberts has it now, left wing, guarded by Magnon. There's a 3 by Terry, and it's good. He shot it over the little guard and drained it. First 3 of the game for Roberts. We've got 4 in the second half, and it's turning into one of those. 62-56 now the score. 6-point Commodore lead, 11:35 to go. There's a steal by the Dogs. Roberts got a deflection and a steal. Runs it into the front court. Will try to take it inside into the rack, and he's fouled by Jordan Wright right under the rim. Foul on Wright, his third for Vanderbilt. And that stops the clock with 11:29 to go. Dogs down 6 with a timeout at sold-out Stegman Coliseum. Commodores 62, Bulldogs 56. Back in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more front row seats. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you'll get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Call 833-7ROCKET today or visit inflationbuster.com to start saving.
For fees, covered rate, like date requirements, and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com or call 1-833-7ROCKET. Equal housing lender, licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Georgia fans, when you want to see a game, you know where to go. Head to StubHub. Whether you want to sit courtside or score a bird's eye view, StubHub is the best place to grab 100% verified tickets. And StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Georgia Bulldogs. StubHub, be there.
Scott, we need a run, and we haven't had a lot of those today. We haven't any of any significant number, and we need one right now.
We're down 6. We've been down 9 a couple of times here in this half, and it seems, Chuck, every time we do get something started like that, the Commodores are able to answer. We can't get a stop.
And that's, we're going to the line here. We got a chance to cut this to 4, which would be most helpful.
Commodores continue to shoot the 3 ball very well today after a 18% performance in the loss to Alabama earlier this week. They went 6 for 33. Today they've hit 10 of 17. They're the 3rd team to go for double figures in 3-point makes against the Dogs this season. Notre Dame and Chattanooga were the other 2. Georgia won both of those games. See if they can win this one despite the 3-point shooting by the Commodores today, as Terry Roberts at the line hitting his first free throw of the afternoon. And the second one is also good. Very soft touch by the senior guard, transfer from Bradley to make it a 4-point game, 62-58. Vanderbilt leads. They've got the ball. Georgia needs a stop. 11:20, now less than that remaining in the game. Thought about the 3 with Magnon. He drives in for a 2. Missed a 10-footer left side. Foul on the rebound on the Commodores as the ball's knocked out of bounds. And they get Miles Studi for the foul. That's his 3rd. Team 7th. And that's going to be 1-1 for Georgia. And that's a good thing. The Dogs, for the most part, a very good free throw shooting team, although Mardrez McBride will shoot them here. And he's just 54% on the season, 7 of 13. See if he can better his percentage with a couple of left-handed makes here. Free throw number 1 is good. All nets for Mardrez, and that's his first point of the half, 4th of the day.
All right, this place will start to get energized here if he can cut this to 2.
Missed it deep. Made one, missed one. Rebound goes to Studi for the Commodores. 3-point game, 62-59. Dogs have trimmed 6 off the deficit. Studi, a head fake, moves to his left, will shoot the 3, rims out. Jabri fouled him on the 3-point shot.
Wow.
Abdur-Rahim with his second foul, and that's 3 free throws coming for the Commodores' junior forward, Miles Studi. 74% at the line this season, 17 of 23. Studi with 14 points today. He's got 4 3-pointers. Misses the free throw, however. Number 1. He came into this game just 4 of 21 on threes, shooting 19% in conference games. But he's making up for that today. Now he misses the second free throw.
Same way,
really
too.
Likes that. It
went over,
in.
went in, call back out. We'll see if he can get the hat trick.
Well, the basket spit out 2 of them.
All right, going for the hat trick.
Making noise in Stegman. Here's the third, and he missed all 3 of them, and the Dogs rebound the third miss.
Wow.
Braylon Bridges got the rebound. Oquindo with the ball. Almost lost the dribble. Gets it back to Jabri. Abdur-Rahim will scoop it to Roberts. Dogs could tie with a 3 here. Make it a 1-point game with a 2 if we can convert on this possession with 10:38 to go. Roberts dribbles way out front all by himself. 8, defended by Trey Thomas. Now he drives to the basket in the paint, puts it up and blocked. Blocked in the air by Malik Dia. Commodores run it the other way and float it up and in. Tyron Lawrence says, "You're too short to guard me," after he made the basket. 64-59 Vanderbilt. Roberts dribbling with his left hip to the defender. Now he changes gears, almost lost the dribble, scoops it back to Mardrez. Floater pass intended for Bridges is deflected and stolen in the paint by Dia and the Commodores. That's 2 failed possessions for the Dogs now after we got it to 3. Commodores lead by 5. They have the basketball. Magnon by Bridges. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, I tell you.
All the way to the basket for a layup.
We have met the enemy today, and it is us.
Got to move your feet to defend, and we didn't do it that time. 66-59. Back up to 7. Oquindo, he attacks, goes for the dunk. Oh, almost got the bounce after he let it loose. Didn't get the dunk, but he got fouled. He's going to the line. Malik Dia commits his 3rd foul, first of the half. That puts Cario on the line for 2 shots. Clock stopped with 9:24 remaining. And a 7-point Bulldog deficit. Commodores won all 3 meetings last year, including that blowout win in Tampa in the SEC tournament. Free throw by Oquindo is good. He's got 9 points now.
So after one, we had like 13 points in the first half, or something. It was something like that.
Yes, it was not pretty. We lost 86-51, and ending a 6-26 season. That was kind of an appropriate ending, just the way the season had gone. Oquindo, free throw good. He made them both. He's in double figures with 10, and it's 66-61. Commodores' lead is 5, and the Dogs get it back. A lot of time remaining. Backdoor pass to Dia. Kick out in the right corner for a 3. Tyron Lawrence can't drop it that time. Rebound Dogs. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. To M.A. for the 2-handed dunk. Oquindo with the long pass.
That was a perfect long-range alley-oop. Wow.
They've got everybody out of their seats. 66-63. We've got it to 3 again. 8:47 to go. Commodores ball. A stop will blow the lid off this place. Magnon kick out for a 3. Thomas won't pull the trigger. Go back to Magnon with 8. Lob it down on the block to right. We double him. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Back to Magnon. 2 to shoot. Moves to his left. 3 ball. Off the rim. Won't go. Rebound. Dogs get a stop. Roberts has it. To Oquindo. To Mardrez. Shot fake. Pulls up for baseline. 2 off the rim. Won't go. Rebound loose. Bouncing on the floor. Moncrief dove for it, but the Commodores have it right to the rack. Oh, he's rejected at the backboard by the Dogs. Georgia takes it away the other way. McBride for 3. Won't go. Front of the rim. Offensive rebound. Jabri in traffic. Gets it back out on the perimeter. Roberts dribbles on the wing and slows it down for the Dogs.
Yeah, Mike White
wants
him to run a play. And now he wants him to run it now. I mean, 5 seconds, 4.
Roberts for 3 to tie it. Won't go. Off the rim. Rebound one-handed on the right baseline. Tyron Lawrence.
Boy, Terry Roberts looks tired. Look.
Dogs couldn't execute the play that the head coach wanted on that possession. 7:30 to go. Crowd's trying to give the Dogs some energy. Commodores have the ball, and they lead by 3. Wright dribbles into the paint. Jabri's on him. Kick out. Lawrence drives. Knocks a man down. No whistle. Lawrence, open 3. Won't go as the shot clock winds down. We let the ball trickle out of bounds off the rim. Missed 3. We'll go back to Georgia now, and thankfully for some of our guys, the timeout comes, and they can catch their breath. 7:14 to go in the game. The action heating up here at Stegman. Commodores lead Georgia by 3, 66-63 on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every $1 you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The all-electric BMW iX M60. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Sustainably crafted, sporty, and equipped with a complete suite of intuitive technology, all with a range of up to 280 miles. With iconic BMW M handling and exquisite attention to detail, the BMW iX M60 is electricity in its ultimate form. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
No matter your favorite game day tradition, it all starts with a cup of coffee to get you ready to cheer on a Bulldogs win. Community Coffee is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs, serving Bulldog Nation with rich and smooth blends crafted right here in the USA. We've supported and celebrated thriving communities like the UGA family for over 100 years, and we believe there's no better day than game day for bringing people together. Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
Scana Energy is a proud partner of Georgia Athletics. For every 3-pointer scored by the Bulldogs, Scana Energy will make a $25 donation to the University of Georgia's General Scholarship Fund. Scana says, go Dogs. 3-pointers by the Dogs today, 8 of 23 for Georgia, 35%. Commodores have hit 10 of 20. They're at 50%. And therein really lies the difference in the ball game. The Commodores a little bit better on the 3-ball than Georgia. Dogs with 10 turnovers, Commodores with 8 points off turnovers. There's a difference, too. 19 for Vanderbilt, 8 for the Dogs. And now the Commodores, well, I thought they were out rebounding Georgia, but they're not. Georgia up +7.
But I'll tell you what, Scott, just as effective, they've had more points in the paint than we have. By 6, 28-22.
And that's despite the fact they're down 2 big men today, including their leading scorer and rebounder Liam Robbins, the 7-footer. And the double transfer from Drake in Minnesota, not playing, out 4 to 6 weeks with an ankle injury. He's in a walking boot. He's on their bench, as is Lee Dort, a 6'10 freshman, also in a walking boot for Vanderbilt. But they played well today, and they lead Georgia by 3. Dogs with a chance to tie it up if we can hit a 3 on this possession. Roberts into the front court, guarded by Magnon. Reverse it to Mardrez. Spins down the lane. Oh, they block him from behind. Malik Dia swiped the ball out of his hands.
Oh, he called a technical on Mike White.
Terry Oglesby blowing the whistle, called a tech on the Georgia bench.
Boy,
that was a quick technical.
And it was uncalled for. I mean, it really was. I mean, Mike did not go on the floor. He did jump up and yell, but he didn't yell anything that guy could have heard.
Free throw is good for the Commodores. Trey Thomas shooting the technical free throws. He gets another one now. And they're both good. 68-63 now, and the Commodores get the ball. They had the ball when the technical was called. Magnon. Well, that might take the starch a little bit out of the building. We shall see. Lawrence up the wing to Magnon. 15 to shoot. To the left wing, Magnon, the transfer from UC Davis, drives against Moncrief to the basket. Boy, he's quick.
Wow.
Explodes, lays it up, and he got a foul on M.A. That's his fourth, and the basket is good.
They're looking at a 5-point possession here.
Magnon now with 16 points, 12 of those coming in this half. And the free throw is in the air and good.
That's a 5-point possession.
That's costly, to say the least. And the lead is back up to 8 for Vanderbilt. Their big lead has been 9. Georgia's big lead years ago was 3. Roberts to the rack. They swatted out of his hands. Magnon got back in a double team and swiped it out of Terry's hands as he was holding it out and going to lay it up. Dogs inbounded quickly. Back to Roberts. Dribbles with the left hand into the paint. Bounce pass down on the block to M.A. Over to Oquendo for a 3. Won't go. Off the rim. Rebound. Commodores had it. And they get Georgia for a foul. They got Jabri for a foul. His third. Terry Oglesby with that call.
Yeah, he's killing us.
71-63. 9th team foul on Georgia. 1-1 now for the Commodores with 6:18 to go. Tyron Lawrence will be at the line for Vanderbilt. Braylon Bridges off the bench to check back into the game. And Moncrief, who just picked up the 4th foul a few seconds ago, checks out. Melora Brown back in since Bridges is back in. Well, they could go up by double figures if Lawrence hits them both. And he'll make the front end of the 1-1 as it rolls in there. That matches the largest lead of the game for Vanderbilt. And he hit them both. So it's a 10-point game now, 73-63. Dogs with an uphill climb with 6:13 to go, down 10. A technical foul got it all started as the Commodores had a 5-point possession. Jabri for 2. Far side of the rim. Melora Brown clears for the Commodores. 6 minutes to go, and Georgia's down 10. Commodores, they wave it off down there. It's going to be another foul on the Dogs. Tyron Lawrence will get to shoot 2, double bonus for Vanderbilt the rest of the way. And the foul on Jabri, his 4th foul, all in this half. And Lawrence to the line with the clock stopped, 5:58 to go. Left-handed free throw, hits the front of the rim, no good. Our leading scorer has to come out of the game with 4 fouls. 18 points for Jabri Abdur-Rahim, a season high for him today. Lawrence, 2nd free throw. 10-point lead for Vanderbilt now. It will stay at 10. He missed them both. And the rebound pulled down by Holt for Georgia. Dogs ball, we need points. Down 10, Oquendo, bounce pass to Bridges, threw it away. Intercepted by Lawrence, he runs the floor. Reverse lay-in, good.
Wow.
12-point lead for Vanderbilt. Slipping away from the Dogs, 75-63. 5:30 to go. Magnon all over Roberts, who dribbles. Right-hand dribble to Bridges. They work it left side. Carrio for 3. No good. Rebound. Bridges slides to the basket, puts it up and in good. Braylon, first points of the second half. And it's back to 10, 75-65, Vanderbilt. Commodores ball. They don't have to be in a hurry. 5:05 to go. Green choose Tyron Lawrence. Hands it off to Trey Thomas, a 6-foot guard. They move the ball back and forth, side to side. Magnon at the elbow to Malor Brown inside. He beat Oquendo in a mismatch there on the defensive switch, and an easy layup with a big 6'10", fifth-year transfer from Rice.
Yeah, well, we can't trade baskets. We've got to have stops.
Roberts above the arc, going to drive now, runs into the big guy, misses the banker. Tries to tip it up, won't go, falls off. Bridges offensive rebound, put back, rolls in there good. Whistle and a foul, they'll count the basket. Dogs work at the offensive glass, and we get it to 10 with a free throw coming to get it back into single figures. And the foul on Ezra Magnon, the guard, his second. Free throw for Braylon Bridges coming. Well, what a battle this has been today. We haven't been able to catch Vanderbilt. Every time we got close, they give us the stiff arm and extend the lead. Free throw by Braylon, won't go. Back of the rim. Too deep on that line drive. First miss at the line today, 2 for 3.
That's just kind of the way the day's gone. I mean, just, you have a chance at a three-point play, can't complete it.
77-67, 10-point lead for Vanderbilt. Commodores move the ball across the top of the key. Hand it off to Magnon. He's been torture for the Dogs here in the second half. Missed the short jumper there. The Dogs' rebound is missed. Bridges picks up the bouncing ball in the paint. Roberts has it now in front court. To Holt for a three, left corner. Good! Juice hits a three. 3:48 to go. 77-70 now. First points of the afternoon for Juice Holt.
Came at a good time.
Need another stop. 3:35, 3:34. Commodores ball. Jordan Wright, guarded by Juice Holt, backs it up on the logo now. Trots to his left, dribbles through the legs, crossover, picked up by Bridges. He'll shoot the jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound down to Holt. There's the stop we need. Now we need points. Scoop it into Bridges. Works against Malor Brown. Baseline spin. He slides. He's fouled. On the baseline spin, he lost his footing with his right foot. His heel kind of slid, and he ended up falling on his backside. That's going to be 2 shots for Georgia. The double bonus falls our way. The 10th team foul, and the 4th on Malor Brown. 3:13 to go. Not done yet. Dogs at the line, down 7.
You can get it to 5.
77-70. Commodores lead Georgia on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Core Power is the official protein drink of Georgia basketball. Fueled by 26 grams of high-quality protein to give your body what it needs when it needs it. Recover and build lean muscle with Core Power, the official protein drink of Georgia basketball.
Go Dogs, sick 'em. Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up for Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/GoDogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Want more exclusives and behind-the-scenes Bulldogs content, more game highlights, mic'd ups, and original programming? Search for the Georgia Bulldogs All Access channel on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Georgia Bulldogs All Access, your official inside connection to Georgia football and all Georgia Bulldog sports.
Georgia fans, college basketball is back, so grab your friends in a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game. Whether you're at the bar with fellow dogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Dogs. Dos Equis, proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get it out. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Time for Regions Recap. Get your Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card by visiting regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. Georgia down 8 at the half, 44-36, and we haven't been able to catch the Commodores here in the second half. Vanderbilt's largest lead of the game was at a dozen, 77-65 at the 4:51 mark. We've got it back to 7 right now with the Dogs going to the line. Live ball turnovers have been an issue for Georgia here in this game. We've got 11 turnovers in the game. And, Chuck, the Commodores have converted those almost 2 points every time we turn it over. They've got 21 points off turnovers.
Yeah, and the other, I'm shocked that they've shot better, actually better in the second half than they did in the first. And they shot really well in the first.
Yeah, they're shooting 50% here in the second half, 49% for the game. Leading scorers in the contest for Georgia, Jabri Abdul-Rahim, 18 off the bench today. That's a season high. And Ezra Magnon, a 17-point effort today by the reserve guard for the Commodores. Bridges at the line for the Dogs. First of 2. Free throw number 1 is all net. Good. Braylon with 9 points today. And that makes it a 6-point game, 77-71. Second free throw. In the air by the lefty. Good. Braylon does his job. He hit them both. He comes out, Moncrief in. 3:13 to go. It's a 5-point game. 77-72. Commodores inbound it. Georgia backcourt pressure. Holt almost got the steal after the inbounds.
Almost picked it off in the air.
He took the pass and then tried to give it right back to the inbound man, Jordan Wright, and Holt almost intercepted it, as Chuck said, swatted it out of bounds, however, into the Bulldogs bench. Commodores will inbound again. Bounce it into the basket in backcourt, and Magnon right to left into the front court for the Commodores. 3:02, 3:01 remaining. Vandy ball, and they lead by 5. Wright, slow lob over to Malora Brown, the big man. He threw it away, and Roberts is going to chase it down in the corner. Long lead pass to Oquendo. The catch, and the dunk, and the dunk. Beautiful pass, Roberts. Catch and finish by Cario with a two-hand dunk with 2 defenders on him. It's a 3-point game, 77-74, 2:35 to go. 2:30 to go. Commodores with the ball. Crowd on its feet at Stegman. 10,523. Lawrence with a dunk. He missed it. Lawrence went in with one hand. He missed the left-handed dunk. Dogs rebound. We could tie it with a 3. Roberts going to take it inside. Works at the foul line. Spin move. Bank shot. Good. It's a 1-point game. Roberts spun down the left edge of the lane and banked it home from the left side. 76-71.
Vandy wants to talk about it. And I don't know what they're going to talk about right now. Georgia's just doing a better job. Where's this been? I just hope we didn't wait too late to get into this. But the Dogs now getting the stops and getting the ball down the floor and converting. That's what we needed to do, starting about 3 or 4 minutes ago. But, hey, look, I'll take it. It's a 1-point game. We got to get the stop.
11-0 run by the Dogs. We were down 12. And Jerry Stackhouse wants to use the full allotment of time for this timeout, so a 30 will turn into a full timeout here with 2:04 to go. We'll keep it right here. 77-76. Commodores' lead is 1. The Dogs have not led here in the second half, and we've fallen down by 12 a few moments ago, Chuck. But what a surge by Georgia.
Yeah, and I got to tell you something. I could have made a pretty strong argument on the dunk by Cario that he got fouled on that, too. I mean, because they were contesting his hands right at the rim as he was slamming it down. But there was no whistle. I guess Oglesby swallowed his whistle or something at that point, but there was no whistle. And so we didn't get the foul call. But, hey, look, we got it to a point. We got to continue to do what we're doing these last couple of possessions, and that is pressuring that ball and getting these stops. But we're in one of those situations, too, where we don't want to put them on the foul line because they're in the double bubble.
When Malora Brown threw the ball away for Vanderbilt, there was nobody in the corner, and Roberts just took a couple of steps down there to retrieve the basketball and then made a Stetson Bennett long bomb pass and hit Oquendo in stride over the shoulder. Cario caught it with 2 defenders to each side and took it home for the dunk. And we've got a 1-point game now. Commodores basketball with 2:04 to go. 77-76. Most of the 10,523 standing here in Athens this afternoon. Less than 2 minutes to play. Commodores ball. Wright, guarded by Moncrief. He's got 4 fouls. Look out.
He
traveled.
Yeah, he staggered back.
Trying to back his way into the paint. Jordan Wright called for the travel. That's a turnover. Dogs have a chance to take the lead now with 1:51 to go. M.A. into Roberts. Magnon will guard him at half court. Roberts steps through the logo into the front side. Jabri comes out for a screen. Doesn't need it. Roberts got in trouble. Threw it away. Juice Holt there to bail him out, catching the bouncing ball. Oh, it was loose on the floor for a fraction of a second. And Holt with a heads-up play to keep the possession alive. Roberts has it high right wing. Crossover. Lost the dribble. 5 to shoot. Roberts backs up. 4 to shoot. Deep NBA range 3. Air ball. And out of bounds. And a shot clock violation.
Well, you'd certainly like to have seen a lot better out of the Dogs at that particular point. That was I'm not sure what Terry was looking for, but he was looking for his shot and only his shot.
Yeah, he was trying to make it happen. You're right about that. Commodores inbound. We're still behind by 1. Lawrence into the front court up the near sideline. 1:15 to go. Clock moving. Roberts guarding Lawrence. He'll trot it to the middle of the floor. Green shoes right, green shoes back to the left. Roberts chasing him all over, now commits the foul.
Wow.
4th foul on Terry. Double bonus for both teams. 64 seconds to go. Tyron Lawrence will be at the foul line for 2 free throws for Vanderbilt. They lead by 1. Lawrence with 13 points today, just 5 of 9, however, at the free throw line. Came in shooting 72%. Hasn't quite hit that mark today. Left-handed shooter from Monticello, Georgia. Free throw in the air and good. 14 points for Lawrence now. Bridges in, Moncrief out for the Dogs. 2-point lead for Vanderbilt. Georgia has not led in the second half. We were down 12 with 4:51 to go. Free throw good. 3-point game, 79-76. 64 seconds to go. Commodores in front. Roberts checks the bench for instructions. Leans into his dribble with a left hand. Walks it into the front side. Oquendo has it now. Carrio with a screen from Bridges. Drives to the right. Runs into a double team. He'll shoot anyway, and they foul him as he misses the leaner. 2 shots coming for Carrio and a 3-point deficit. Wright the foul. That's his 4th for Vanderbilt. Carrio to the line. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification, Bulldog Sports Network. Oquendo hits the first foul shot. 1 more to go. 49 seconds remaining. It's a 2-point game now. 79-77 Vanderbilt. Carrio, right-handed release, missed it. Too deep in the back rim. And the rebound cleared by the Commodores, Melora Brown. They lead by 2, and they've got the ball. It's 40 seconds to play. Magnon dribbles unattended, high on the right wing. Now they go in motion. Studi has it, hands it off to Lawrence. Back over to Magnon. Look out, he'll drive. And there he goes on the drive, and the running layup won't go, and they get Moncrief for his 5th foul. Wow. Came down with the arms, says Will Howard, no relation. And M.A. is fouled out of the game. And Magnon at the line for 2 with them up 2 and 24 seconds to go. So Moncrief is fouled out. Now Georgia has a little bit of time, and they'll take an impromptu timeout in the huddle before they sub for Moncrief. Terry Oglesby calling for a sub, but Braylon Bridges will check in. 79-77, 24 and a 10th remaining, with Ezra Magnon, a 6-foot transfer from UC Davis, who has hurt us here in the second half. He's got 17 points, 13 and a half. He's going to the line looking for more for Vanderbilt. So Moncrief is out. Braylon Bridges checks in. And the Dogs try to make some noise here inside Stegman Coliseum. Free throw is good. Magnon with 18 points today for the Commodores. That leads everybody on their team. And the right-hander will make them both. So it's a 4-point game now, 81-77, 24 seconds to go. Dogs into the front court. Roberts goes to the basket, reverse lay, and he spun it in good. He had a defender in front. He tucked under him and reversed it in from the left side. And Georgia calls a quick timeout. Wow, look at that from Terry Roberts. Well, he found his shot that time.
Well, and where was the whistle? I mean, they knock him to the floor. I'm stunned at that. But, well, they're going to come and look at it now? What are they doing?
You can ask him. He's standing right in front of you. 81-79. It's a 2-point lead for Vanderbilt with 18 seconds to go.
The way he's been, I'm afraid if I ask him something, he's going to call a technical on me.
Yeah. Don't upset the cart. Well, that's what got the Commodores up to that 12-point lead. They called a tech on Georgia's bench on Mike White, and that led to a 5-point possession. And they continued on from there.
Well,
and went up by 12. But the Dogs have worked their way back.
And what Georgia needs now in the worst way is a quick foul and then a missed free throw. 2 missed free throws would be even better.
Both teams are in the double bonus with 18.4 to play. 81-79. Georgia trying to get its first lead of the half, and if they do, they might win the game with precious few seconds remaining in the contest. But it's the Commodores' possession. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. No, Georgia has 1 timeout remaining. Georgia with 1 timeout. Vanderbilt has 2. Jerry Stackhouse has been very reserved today. He's been ejected from 1 game already this season for a double technical.
And he's had to be escorted back to the bench in another one I saw. He did not get ejected there.
His team has been in control of this game, though, throughout. Commodores to throw it in to our right. Jordan Wright shovels it into Magnon. We don't foul. Clock at 14. Now we foul. We foul Trey Thomas. Trying to probably get somebody that's not quite as astute at the free throw line, but Thomas is just as good as the other guy. He's 4 for 4 this year. Hasn't been to the line a lot, but he's made all of his foul shots. Trey Thomas, a 6-foot guard, will try to add to the Commodores' lead. It's a 2-point lead with 13.1 seconds to play.
We're going to get Jabri back in the game as quickly as possible for the 3.
Thomas, right-handed shooter, free throw is good. And Abdul-Rahim checks in now. And Braylon Bridges is going to check in for Juice Holt. 82-79, 3-point lead for Vanderbilt. And the big concern for the officials is that Braylon Bridges' jersey was slightly untucked. So he has to poke it down in his shorts. And the second free throw is good. It's a 2-possession game with 13 seconds to go. Georgia quick inbounds to Roberts. Dogs down 4. Terry with 8 seconds to go. Jabri off balance 3. Missed it. He got fouled on the 3-point shot. Oh, my goodness. Studi with a 4th foul for the Commodores. And Jabri to the line. Clock stopped with 5.7 to go.
Well, what you got to do is knock down all 3, get a quick foul, and then even if they hit the 2, you're still going to get a shot to tie it at the end.
Free throw. Good. Rolls in there. Hit the front of the rim. Backboard. Rim again and fell through. 19 today for Jabri. Season best. Second free throw. All net. Good. He ties his career high now at 20. Six of 9 from the field for Jabri. He's hit 5 threes. That ties a career best. And he's perfect from the line with another free throw to go, and the Dogs down 2. 5.7 seconds remaining. Final free throw for Abdur-Rahim. Ball's in the air. Good. Made them all. 21 points for Abdur-Rahim. Anselm in.
Quick foul.
And Jabri out.
Quick foul.
5.7 to go. You
Quick
can't
foul.
be choosy. You got to foul. Wright moves along the baseline. Looking. Has to call a time. Oh, they beat the 5-second count. They got a timeout. They have one remaining. Commodores will use a 30. Jordan Wright couldn't get the ball inbounds. The students on that end of the floor were counting down with him.
Well, weren't they? They were helping.
In case the official forgot or skipped the number. But they got the timeout. So 5.7 to go. They'll inbound again, leading by 1, 83-82. Georgia needs a steal or a foul.
Yep.
They'll do one or the other. And then the game will be decided after that.
And, and look, if the Dogs get a quick foul, they're going to get a shot at the end to either tie it or to win it. One of the two.
Georgia back out on the floor now. The Commodores break their huddle down to our left. Vanderbilt trying for their 4th straight win over the Bulldogs. They won a trio of games last year, a home and home, and then a tournament game. Now here we go. Ezra Magnon to inbound the basketball. Anselm to guard the throw-in. He moves along the baseline, pitches it in far corner to Trey Thomas. Quick foul, Cario in the far corner. And that'll put Thomas on the line. And 9/10 of a second off the clock on that inbounds play, and quick foul by Georgia. So 2 shots coming for Trey Thomas, who just hit 2 free throws. Commodores this afternoon at the foul line, 19 of 27, 70%. But Thomas is 4 for 4. And the officials are going to check the clock, more than likely, as they're going to send each team to the bench and make sure they have the right amount of time on there. As we said, 9/10 of a second escaped. It went from 5.7 to 4.8. Dogs are going to get Jabri back in the ball game. 21 points, a career best for Jabri Abdur-Rahim, the 6'8 transfer from Virginia, South Orange, New Jersey.
Well, I will say this, Scott. Nobody's loved Stegman.
Nor should they.
Yeah, this has been.
Well, the Commodores went up 12 with 4:51 to go. Georgia's made quite a comeback here to make it a 1-point game. Still haven't led in the half. 5.4.
5.4. Wow. And this is our timekeeper.
They put 6/10 of a second back on the clock. So 5.4. Commodores at the foul line. Good free throw shooter there. Dogs trying to draw up something to end or tie the game, depending on the situation at the free throw line. We've got a timeout left. Vandy has one left. Trey Thomas, a 6-foot junior guard from Ontario, Canada, at the line. Spins the ball a couple of times to himself, shoots to the with the right hand, and it's good. Thomas 4 for 4 from the line in the second half with 10 points. And the second free throw is all net. So he made them both. It's a 3-point game. Dogs inbound it. Mardrez to Roberts. Sprints into the front court. We call a time right there. 3.9 to go.
Wow.
Terry hit the three after the
fired it
timeout.
up after the timeout.
He hit about a 26-footer right by the hash. But the whistle had blown. We'd already called the timeout.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, do that again. 3-point lead for the Commodores, 85-82. Dogs will use their final timeout of regulation. Braylon Bridge is going to check in. We need a 3.
We need a 3. We need a 3 and then a strong 5 minutes.
Dogs will try to send it to overtime here in the final 3.9 seconds. Team huddled around Mike White. He's got the board out, and they are paying attention intently.
And then this is where you look back and you think, wow, that technical foul. You know, those two free throws hurt us.
Yeah, well, that was a 5-point possession there.
Yeah, and I think that was really there was no need for that call. There was no need.
All right. Roberts will inbound right in front of us, near side in front court at the hash. We'll spread it out. Bridges at the top of the key. Mardrez in the far corner. Jabri at the left elbow. Carrio in the right corner. They begin the clock. Roberts looks, goes to Jabri. He's got right on him. Here comes the three for the tie. He missed it off the rim,
wow.
And that ends the ball game.
Wow, Jabri almost had that. Oh, my goodness. What a game.
Abdur Rahim made 5, but couldn't hit the sixth one to tie the ball game, and his shot off the rim as time runs out, and Vanderbilt wins it 85-82 here in Athens. They get a road win, their second of the season. They won at Temple earlier this year up in Philadelphia, and they get their first road win in conference play here this afternoon.
Well, and Scott, look, if we'd have been able to pull a miracle here, you know, you still could argue we didn't play well enough here to win. That's a real story, is that we just didn't play well enough over the full 40 minutes to win this game. And we did do some great things in the last couple of minutes to make it an exciting finish. But we didn't do what needed to be done leading up to that to really put away a team like Vanderbilt.
Well, we've given up 85 points in back-to-back games now, and that's a first. And Georgia loses back-to-back games for the first time this season. Final here this afternoon at sold-out Stegman Coliseum. Commodores come away with the win, 85-82. They're now 10-9 on the year and 3-3 in the league. Georgia drops to 13-6 with its second straight loss. Also 3-3 on the season. Up next for the Dogs, it certainly doesn't get any easier. We go on the road to play nationally ranked Tennessee Wednesday night, January 25th at 7 o'clock at Thompson Bowling Arena. Commodores, doesn't get any easier for them either. They will host Kentucky on Tuesday night in Nashville. The Dogs' next home game will be a week from today against South Carolina. Final again today, 85-82. Vanderbilt over Georgia. Stay tuned for the Regions Locker Room Report. Dog fans, you can get your Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card by visiting regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. We'll come back to Athens after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Now, it looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
No matter your favorite game day tradition, it all starts with a cup of coffee to get you ready to cheer on a Bulldogs win. Community Coffee is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs, serving Bulldog Nation with rich and smooth blends crafted right here in the USA. We've supported and celebrated thriving communities like the UGA family for over 100 years, and we believe there's no better day than game day for bringing people together. Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
Now more than ever, it's important to support our local businesses, whether it's your favorite pizza place or your neighborhood barber. That's why I'm a proud member of Georgia's Own Credit Union. Georgia's Own has been serving our local community for more than 85 years. Whether they're saving you money on a checking account or credit card, or supporting the people, places, and teams that we've grown to love, Georgia's Own can't be beat. To learn more, visit their website at georgiasown.org. I'm Chuck Dowdle, and I'm one of Georgia's Own.
On the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, welcome to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions. Regions. Get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card. Visit regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. Coming up, reaction from the Dogs locker room, stats, and a look again at other games around the SEC and across the country. Now, let's go back courtside.
Hello, Chuck Dowdle, Scott Howard back with you. Adam Gillespie, our producer-engineer, and Luke Ned-Carney in our Piedmont Healthcare Network studios as Vanderbilt tops Georgia today, 85-82. And it was a thriller right down to the last second, and the last shot of the ball game, glancing off the rim, a three-point attempt by Jabri Abdur-Rahim, and just missed, and the Commodores able to hang on for the victory today to improve to 10-9, and Georgia now back-to-back losses, dropping to 13-6. This is the Regions Locker Room Report, where you can get your Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card by visiting regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. How about our IBEW Player of the Game? It's brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. We are Georgia's electricians. Visit IBEW613.org. And the shooting of Jabri Abdur-Rahim, I think, today,
he was
Chuck,
amazing.
Georgia's Player of the Game.
Yep. 5 for 8 from behind the arc. That's terrific shooting, and almost knocked down, one that would have sent us into overtime. We'd still be playing right now. But it just went off the back of the rim, but he got a good look at it.
21 points, a career high for Abdur-Rahim, and the 5 threes matches a career best established earlier this season. He went 6 of 10 from the field, and as Chuck pointed out, 5 of 8 on threes. He was perfect from the foul line, 4 for 4, 21 points today, but the Dogs come up short, 85-82 to Vanderbilt. Straight ahead, we'll check the final numbers of today's ball game, and we'll check in with Georgia head coach Mike White as well. So stay with us. We've got plenty more of the Regions Locker Room Report, where Dog fans can get your Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card by visiting regions.com/GoDogs. That's how you can order yours today. Stay with us. More in a moment on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey, you're the guy with Kevin the fire-breathing goat. Yeah? I'm playing Keno right now. Like you say, you pick 10 numbers, Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
Looks like your numbers are matching.
No way! Well, that was easy.
And there's another game in about 3 minutes.
Hey, little goat, you want to help me fill out my play slip for the next one?
No paper. That's why he plays on his phone.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Playing Keno. Play responsibly.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for players every game at Stegman Coliseum. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com.
With the Kroger Plus card, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. And for every dollar you spend, you earn fuel points, which can add up to $1 per gallon off at the pump for the win. Plus, save every day on groceries and get personalized digital coupons for the win. The Kroger Plus card, all you do is win. Big, big savings. Sign up now at Kroger.com and start saving. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Back here on the Regents Locker Room Report, Vanderbilt outlast Georgia today 85-82. Dog fans, get your Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card by visiting regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. Well, Vanderbilt, Chuck, went the last 4:51 without a field goal. Their final 8 points came at the foul line as the Dogs cut a 12-point deficit with 4:51 to go down to just 1 point. Just couldn't get over the top. Commodores hit their foul shots.
Well, and listen, these officials called fouls all day long on both sides. I mean, they apparently did not have dinner reservations anywhere. I mean, they just were whistling fouls.
46 of them today.
46 of them total. You know, it really bit the Dogs hard because you combine the fact that Vanderbilt made free throws along with the fact that Georgia did not play particularly great defense, specifically in the first half. And when you saw the number of points that Vandy had up there on the scoreboard at halftime, which was 44, you went, okay, that's where I'd like to have seen them with about 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, really.
And instead, they had that at half. So, you know, look, Georgia's going to have to put this one behind them. You know, you've lost 2 straight now, but somebody needs to pay for that coming up. Next team on the schedule is Tennessee. That'll be a tough challenge up in Knoxville, but that's what's in front of the Dogs on Wednesday, and it'll be up to Georgia and these kids to see if they can go into Knoxville and into Thompson Bowling and get a victory.
It's a very challenging stretch of the schedule now. 3 of the next 4, in fact, on the road for the Bulldogs. At Tennessee on Wednesday, home against South Carolina on the 28th, and then we lead off February with back-to-back road games at Auburn and at Texas A&M. So this is a stretch, you know, that you could look back when we get to the end of the season. You can see how Georgia does in this next stretch of games, maybe to determine how the season goes.
It made us or broke us, one of the two.
Commodores 85 and Georgia 82 the final today. We'll check the numbers when we come back here on the Regents Locker Room Report, and we'll check in with Coach Mike White as well, get his thoughts on today's outcome. All that straight ahead here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting the state of Georgia. No one knows Georgia like we do because no one covers the state like we do. Georgia families are our only focus, and we have offices in just about every county of the state. You can call it our home field advantage. No matter where you are in Georgia, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is always the home team.
Georgia fans, college basketball is back, so grab your friends in a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game. Whether you're at the bar with fellow dogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Dogs. Dos Equis, proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Go Dogs, sick 'em. Whether they're on the road or the home court, my family and I get loud and proud whenever the Dogs are unleashed. In this basketball season, Scana Energy is part of all the action as a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. So join my family and Scana in cheering on the Dogs to glory this season. Sign up for Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/GoDogs for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Hey, you're the guy with Kevin the fire-breathing goat.
Yeah?
I'm playing Keno right now. Like you say, you pick 10 numbers, Keno picks 20. The more you match, the more you win.
Looks like your numbers are matching.
No way! Well, that was easy.
And there's another game in about 3 minutes.
Hey, little goat, you want to help me fill out my play slip for the next one?
No paper. That's why he plays on his phone.
Win up to $100,000 every 3.5 minutes. Playing Keno. Play responsibly.
Back here at Stegman Coliseum, the arena has emptied out now, and it was rocking today. 10,523, a sellout crowd watching this one as Vanderbilt edges Georgia 85-82. The Bulldogs now 13-6 for the year and 3-3 in the league. And we go to Tennessee on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock in Thompson Bowling Arena, and we'll be on the air with you at 6:35 Wednesday for our next Georgia Bulldogs basketball game. Let's take a look at the final stats brought to you by Northside Hospital, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. With expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital. Final team numbers, Georgia shoots 44% for the game. The Bulldogs hit 26 of 59 shots, 9 of 27 on threes, 33% there, 21 of 28 at the foul line, 75%. Commodores had a better shooting clip than did Georgia, 27 of 56. They shot 48%. They hit 10 threes in the game, 10 of 21, and that is 47.6%, and 21 of 29 at the free throw line, 72%. And again, their last 8 points of the game came at the foul line. The Bulldogs out-rebounded Vanderbilt by 10, 40-30. Dogs had 12 turnovers in the game, 10 for the Commodores. Georgia with 16 assists on our 26 baskets. Vanderbilt 13 assists on their 27. And individually, the Bulldogs were led by Jabri Abdur-Rahim's 21 points, a career high. He had 5 threes that matched a career best for Abdur-Rahim. 3 other players in double figures. Terry Roberts had a nice day on the score sheet. He had 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Cario Oquendo finished with 13 points, 3 boards. He had 4 assists. And Braylon Bridges got into double figures, almost a double-double for Braylon, 10 points and 8 rebounds. He was our rebounding leader today on 3 for 5 shooting.
Braylon had to play quite a bit, in foul trouble. I mean, he had to, I guess, pick up the, be very careful out there because he had 3 early on.
And did not pick up that 4th. We had 2 guys play with 4 fouls at the end of the game. Roberts and Jabri and M.A. Moncrief fouled out of the ball game, playing 18 minutes and 29 seconds today. Moncrief with 8 points and 3 rebounds. The rest of the scoring, 6 points and 3 boards for Frank Anselm. Mardrez McBride, 4 points, 2 rebounds. Justin Hill, 2 points and a rebound. Also, Jusan Holt. Juice had 3 points and 5 boards today for the Bulldogs. Commodore's leading scorer was Ezra Magnon, and quite a second half for the transfer guard. He had 19 points today, 8 of 12 shooting, was perfect from the line, 3 for 3. They had 4 other players in double figures, including Miles Studi with 14, Tyron Lawrence with 15 points, and Trey Thomas, who hit the last 4 free throws. He had 12 and went 6 for 6. So those are the final numbers brought to you by Northside Hospital. And now Georgia head coach Mike White joins us from the coach's locker room. And Mike, a tight one down the stretch here after we fell down by 12. And your thoughts on how this one turned out?
Yeah, just really disappointed for our fans first and foremost. And I'm a big locker room guy. My guys, exterior noise, don't listen to it, don't worry about it. What's written, who's rooting for us, who's not, and for us, I rarely talk about it, but. Man, our fans came out today. They tried. I'm appreciative. And we didn't match what we've done, especially defensively, to this point in the season. Really disappointed in our lack of defensive connection and identity. Offensively, we did some things, too, where we've got to be better. And, we really struggled in the second half at Rupp. and challenged our guys here the last couple of days, and we didn't respond the right way. These guys have had great basketball character to this point this season, and this was the first game where I can honestly say I thought Vanderbilt threw most of the punches. They got most of the loose balls. It's unfortunate. It's not what we're building this program on. It's unacceptable. I didn't have these guys ready to play. We score 82. I mean, we're supposed to win the game at home. We're better than that defensively, a lot better. Now, credit Vandy. I hate doing that, rambling about how we weren't, how we're supposed to be. This is the SEC, and if you don't come correct, you're going to get beat. And they had a couple guys out, and the kid Mangin was unbelievable, number 5. And then they go 10 to 21 from 3. Miles Studi just made us pay. Every time we were a second late, he made us pay. If he misses those, obviously, you get a win and you say, you gutted one out, but we weren't sharp enough.
Mike, I know going into this game, you never expected to play this game in the 80s. And that first half, though, they got 44 points, I think it was, in the first half, and they were getting to the rim.
Yep.
They were getting inside and getting to the rim.
Well, the entire game plan, Chuck, was threes and hits. We had a game the other day where we really struggled on the defensive glass. So we better defend the glass if we're going to give ourselves a chance. Malora Brown gets 6 offensive rebounds. They get you spread because of their prowess to shoot it, and they shoot it from a number of positions, both starters and off the bench. And when we got spread out a little bit too much, your gap discipline fails you at times. And they got to the rim. They got to the rim with no presence in there. It just unfortunate. We've been a lot better than that defensively, and I feel, again, for our fans, I feel for our guys. I did a poor job preparing these guys.
Mike, not to put you on the spot, but I'm wondering if they gave you an explanation on the technical that they called in the second half.
No, nothing.
Nothing at all?
No.
Any other thoughts on this one? You talked about defense, and was it an effort thing today, or just not following the plan, or how did you see it?
Yeah, details for the most part. I mean, let's put it out there. I don't. Stackhouse knows it, and he does a great job. I've been saying it for a long time, and they run great stuff, and every team in our league is going to pressure Miles Studi. He's got an unbelievable stroke, and when you're that late on him and you're closing out short and you late contest him, he's going to shoot it in your eye, and that's what happened. And he got off to a great start with his confidence level, which is going to give his team confidence. Late on a couple screens and a couple switches. We finally, everything was failing us defensively, so we just went to a small lineup late in the game, last 10 minutes or so. I bet 8 of the last 10 minutes we were in switch all, basically. We put a number to it, and we're switching all screens off the ball and on the ball because our lack of communication. And credit our fans. It was so loud in there at times. Some of the decibel level affected communication, but we've got to talk loud and early, and we got to listen to each other at the same time. And we had some ball screen switches where we get rejected, and then you got, again, number 5, Mangin. I hope I'm mentioning his name correctly, pronunciating it correctly, because he's a heck of a player. All of a sudden he's at the rim. Just communication stuff. Wall-ups. I mean, wall-ups killed us. Where Malora Brown or Studi or Wright is around the rim, loose ball situation, they get it, and they shot fake, and we jump. We jumped at every shot fake. We work on wall-ups every day. We've got to be more disciplined with it. I thought they got more 50-50 balls than us. That's not who we are. That's not what we're building this thing on. Every team that's come into our building, we've played significantly, at least somewhat harder than, and those are things we can control. I thought Vandy was the aggressor. The hats off to them. Credit Coach Stackhouse and his staff. We've got to be better.
I'm sorry. I thought Jabri had a good look at that last shot. Was that the shot you were looking for?
No, we were trying to get him on a curl to a pin down. Obviously, you're trying to get him a wide open look at the top of the key. But he made something out of nothing and got a decent look off. Almost went in. He did a lot of really good things. Collectively, we've got to be so much better defensively. But Jabri was a bright spot offensively. Our crowd was a bright spot. Terry Roberts, 6-1 assist turnovers. Justin Hill, 4-1. We did some good things. Offensively, you look at it, and this is one of our better offensive performances. That we've just been so good defensively. We've worked our way up into the 50s nationally in defensive efficiency, but that defensive team that we've earned the right to be called, a pretty good defensive team, was not on display today. Fortunately, you got more games, you got more opportunities, but you want to take advantage of every one. You want to keep the streak going at home. But, hey, it's on to the next one. We're going to watch this film on Monday. We're going to prep for a really tough one in Knoxville. We got to continue to get better.
Yep, it's on to Tennessee on Wednesday. Coach Mike White, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. We'll see you Monday on the talk show.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Coach Mike White in the coach's locker room as the Commodores win it today 85-82 over the Georgia Bulldogs. So
and Scott, listening to what he said, it's going to be interesting to see how the Dogs respond defensively up in Knoxville, because it's clear he was not happy with the defense. So let's see how they respond defensively taking on Tennessee on Wednesday night.
Certainly will need a strong effort against one of the top teams in the country Wednesday night. We'll be with you at 6:35 airtime for the Grindhouse Killer Burgers courtside show from Thompson Bowling Arena on Wednesday the 25th. Georgia and Tennessee will tip it just after 7 o'clock. Didn't go the Dogs' way today. Vanderbilt 85, Georgia 82. Stay tuned. We've got more of the region's locker room report with Luke Nadkarni coming up in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He'll get you up to date on all the scores and everything else that's going on around the country in college basketball. That's going to do it for us from Stegman Coliseum in Athens, where a sold-out crowd of 10,523 witnessed today's event. Commodores, again, the final, 85-82. For Chuck and Adam, I'm Scott on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
In SEC sports, the ifs come at you every minute. What if your QB had released the ball a second earlier? What if the head coach hadn't used his last time out? What if your team goes all the way this season? If you love the tradition, if you live for the rivalry, if you can't wait each week for the absolute edge of your seat action, Regions is right there with you as the official bank of the SEC.
Regions can't help you with the ifs in sports. Regions helps you embrace the infinite life.
Member FDIC.
It's time to cheer on the Bulldogs with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth, and at 5% alcohol, it's got the perfect kick to turn things up on game day. It's time to stock up for the season. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Piedmont is passionate about Georgia, about each and every person that make this state incredible. From farmers to creators, manufacturers to teachers, to the dedicated staff walking our hallways. It's why we're leading real change in healthcare, to empower you through tools that make it easy to book in minutes, check in before you walk in, and have your health information all in one place. Visit Piedmont.org. Piedmont. Real change lives here.
The BMW i4 M50. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. Experience the power of over 500 horses stampeding at a whisper as BMW M-engineered handling takes you through every twist and turn. The complete suite of intuitive technology keeps you connected. The pure performance keeps your heart racing. The BMW i4 M50. Silence has never said so much. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Dogs drop one to Vanderbilt at Stegman Coliseum, their first home loss of the year, 85-82, as Jabri Abdur-Rahim's three bounces off the rim at the horn. Full day of SEC basketball here. I'm Luke Nadkarni in the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios, and a couple games in progress, 11:45 to play in the second half. Back and forth affair at Rupp Arena. Texas A&M out to a 5-0 start in SEC play, has a 51-47 lead over Kentucky, who just beat the Dogs behind 37-24 from Oscar Tshiebwe on Wednesday night. Tyrese Radford, 16 for the Aggies. Jacob Toppin, 13 for the Cats. Just underway in Columbia, South Carolina, 15:52 to play in the first half. 16th ranked Auburn with an early 9-5 lead over the Gamecocks. Still to come in our conference, 4 o'clock tip. Number 9, Tennessee goes on the road to LSU. They look to get the win at the PMAC, 5-1 versus 1-5 in the league. And at 6 o'clock, 4th-ranked Alabama looks to remain atop the league standings. They've started 6-0, and they take on Missouri, who comes in at 3-3 in the league. And the nightcap in our conference tonight features Florida and Mississippi State going head-to-head at the Hump in Starkville, 8:30 p.m. tip in that ball game. One other final from our conference in the books from earlier. Number 25, Arkansas pulls away from Ole Miss, 69-57 at Bud Walton Arena. Anthony Black, 17-8 for the Razorbacks, also 5 steals. The most important score as far as we're concerned, Vanderbilt 85, Georgia 82. Dogs are now 13-6, 3-3 in the SEC, and we'll wrap this one up on the other side right here on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting the state of Georgia. No one knows Georgia like we do because no one covers the state like we do. Georgia families are our only focus, and we have offices in just about every county of the state. You can call it our home field advantage. No matter where you are in Georgia, Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance is always the home team.
Georgia fans, college basketball is back, so grab your friends in a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager and make the most of the big game. Whether you're at the bar with fellow dogs or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. So buy a cold, crisp Dos Equis and go Dogs. Dos Equis, proud partner of Georgia Athletics. Get a dose. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2022, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
This is Georgia Basketball, brought to you by eBay Motors. You might not have the biggest garage, but with eBay Motors, you always have 122 million parts for your car right at your fingertips. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Get ready for tip-off at the UGA Bookstore, featuring the best Bulldogs gifts and apparel. Shop all the great brands at the UGA Bookstore like Nike, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, and Southern Tide. The UGA Bookstore is the exclusive home of the UGA 10 collection by Peter Millar. The UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Shop online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. The UGA Bookstore, it's where dogs shop.
You could save big when you bundle your home, auto, and other vehicles with Progressive. Now that we've covered something you could do, it's time for sports stuff you definitely could not do.
You could not have hit that field goal. Sorry, but it's true. 37 yards doesn't sound very far, but you'd be lucky to cover even a fraction of that. And that's in perfect conditions without 11 giant men trying to fold you like origami.
But you definitely could save big when you bundle your home, auto, and other vehicles with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Georgia falls 85-82 to Vanderbilt here on this Saturday afternoon at Stegman Coliseum. Dogs are now 13-6, 3-3 in the SEC. Vanderbilt's record improves to 10-9 and the same 3-3 mark. Dogs' next broadcast is 6:35 pregame, 7 o'clock tip Wednesday night when Georgia travels to take on Rick Barnes' Tennessee Volunteers at the Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville. That's all we've got for you on this afternoon from the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. If you're making your way home from Stegman Coliseum, please do so safely. Once again, our final score, Vanderbilt takes down Georgia by 3, 85-82. For Scott Howard, Chuck Dowdle, and Adam Gillespie, I'm Luke Nadkarni. Have a great day, everyone, and we hope to have you on Wednesday for Georgia versus Tennessee.
On the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, you've been listening to the Locker Room Report, presented by Regions. Today's coverage has been brought to you by Regions. Get your Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa debit card. Visit regions.com/GoDogs to order yours today. Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Georgia Farm Bureau, always the home team. And by Piedmont Healthcare. Piedmont empowers Georgians by changing healthcare, making it better, more simplified, and easier to access. Real change lives here. The proceeding has been a presentation of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network, powered by Learfield and JMI Sports.